All right, we're live.
Oh, yeah, so it's yeah. Gotta wait for people to pour in. That's always the fun part.
Good night, Laron. What's up, Bonzoom? What's up on the side? What's up, Sunday Page? How are y'all doing tonight?
Oh boy, we got a visitor in the chat.
We got a visitor, huh? What's up, Virtue? Virtue said, Noodles, I have receipts. I wouldn't advise calling us ducks. No, you're ducking, bud.
I got some
You're
receipts
ducking,
for the
don't worry.
that y'all pulled out of.
Listen, we all know who's pressing for it and who's not. What's up, chat? Let's lock the fuck in, Rage. That's what I'm talking about. LMAO is just finishing your last stream about this video, but I'm out later, Duck Boy. I'll talk about you in a minute. Appreciate how you always get my name right, Laron. I mean, listen, man, I know what it is, bro. Laron A. Martyr. I think that's Martyr.
Yeah, it is. That's a neat name.
Yeah, that's cool. Just gonna wait on some people to get in here. Let me announce this on my Twitter right quick.
Yep.
Get the likes going, boys. Let's get it boosted in the algorithm.
Melody box.
I have receipts.
It's like, what do you have receipts for? Are you pulling out? Like,
yeah, I don't know if he wants to bring up the receipts, bro. It's not what he thinks it is. The arrogance is crazy, bro.
I think he was expecting like that to like aura check here or something, but
No, buddy. I have receipts and I'll be showing them on stream chat. Don't worry. Then we're gonna react to one of Virtue's like dumbass Minato versus Tobirama videos. But we'll get to it. We'll get to it. Let's lock in for a second, boys.
Yeah.
All right. Let me grab a thumbnail. This one will work. Let's get it going, chat. Wake up. It's only 9:30. I didn't know you were old.
10:30 on the Eastern Coast. Why won't you respond to my DM, bro? Noodles gets like a gorillion DMs a day, and like half of them are from me.
Yeah, man, I get DM'd a lot. Clyde was looking at my friend request list and he couldn't believe it. It was like 200 people or some shit. I can't remember.
Yeah.
All right, let's peep chat. We got 13 people in here. I guess we can talk about Noodles versus Tygo Night boxing match. Hell no. Long John Silver's Noodles the GOAT is feeding his community. That's right. We're back, Long John Silver's. Ken Rock. I will respond to you. Your God is here. We got 27 people in chat. I guess it hit the algorithm. That's what we like to see, chat. Bring it the pain.
Reason physically push the 19. Yeah, I mean, it's not really a matter of like anybody's like opinion, but if you like, keep making dog shit videos about like Minato, I mean that's when you get the promos dropped.
Yep.
Yeah, that's when I start cashing in the money in the bank, you know.
Yes, chat. Yes, chat. All right, we're gonna put up. What should the goal be? What should the goal be for tonight? Finish the Itachi video. How about that?
Yep.
Finish Itachi video. Chat. We hit the donation goal tonight. I'm not gonna set it too high. We hit this donation goal tonight. I will gladly finish this Itachi for you within the next 2 to 3 weeks, bros. Let's do this. Noodles, is there even the slightest bit of hope that you and Jay the Great can finally box? He bought me a plane ticket, so I guess we'll find out. We'll see. That's a long ways away, though, so I'm not revealing too much about it yet. We'll see how it goes. I don't have the absolute confidence it's even gonna happen yet, but if it does, I will keep y'all updated. I started repping base Tsunade greater than base Jiraiya. I mean, that's not that controversial. Like, Jiraiya's kind of doo-doo water, bro. He's got some decent hacks, but Tsunade low-key, like, just, like, aura flexes on him a little bit. All right, chat. Go ahead.
I feel like if they did add out Jiraiya, he would have gotten better shit.
Yeah.
You know?
All right, chat. So, we're going to watch one of Virtue's videos today, but before I get into anything, I just need to, I need to rant a little bit, let out some frustration that I dealt with today. So I wake up out of my king-sized mattress that is laying on the floor, because I don't have a bed frame, because I'm a weirdo. I need to get a bed frame. So I wake up out of my kingly bed, out of the throne, put on my robe, I go to the bedroom, sit down at the computer, and I see that they're unironically dropping 3 more hours of content on me after they dropped 5 or some shit like that. They dropped like 5 hours in total of content on me, boys. This motherfucker named Sage at Thick Calves and this other goofball named Virhtue. So they dropped 5 hours of content on me. And let's just say, you know, I disagreed with the arguments. Respectfully, of course. I disagreed with the terrible takes. Mm-hmm. But I saw arrogance. I saw cockiness. It was what it was. I just told them, listen, you know, I'm not going to make like a reaction to your reaction to my reaction. You know, we're not going to do this constant meta reaction tumbleweed that just keeps going forever. So, you know, knowing me, what am I going to do, Hashi? I'm going to ask for the debate. You know what I mean? We're going to get the debates going. These aren't like random YouTubers, right? These aren't like dudes that don't debate. These are people that exist in our sphere, our debate community. This is Sage at Thick Calves and Virhtue. And let's just say I put Tobirama versus Minato 2v1 on the table. I put that on the table because that's the topic everybody wants to seize. That's the same topic that Swag Kage ducked me on, and it is currently the same topic that Virhtue and Sage at Thick Calves are ducking me on because they said no. They wanted to talk about Prime Hiruzen versus Hashirama or some shit. They sent me a whole list. They sent me a whole list of topics that they were okay with doing, chat. And I picked Tobirama versus Minato, because that is the most talked about topic, the most popular topic. That is the topic everybody wants to see done. I haven't even seen 2 big debaters in the Naruto debate communities actually do this yet. So, in essence, I told them, let's run the Tobirama versus Minato fade. You guys are Minato cocksuckers. I mean, you got his fucking meat in your mouth. You know, you're sucking it off real good. You're tickling the balls even. And I said, 2-6. Run Minato versus Tobirama. You guys, that is the longest section of you guys' original video. That's the section that everyone was telling me about because they know that I'm the Tobirama stan. I'm the guy that reps Tobirama. So, I basically told them, let's debate it, and they said no. After offering the topic, by the way. After offering the topic, and just in case they want to lie, like I said, I have receipts, chat. I have lots of receipts. So let's just get into it. This won't be the whole stream, by the way. I'm just giving you some preface on why the stream is titled this way. We're going to react to one of their videos after that. I might even like peep a few points that they made on their most recent stream. Maybe. I might look that over a little bit. But like I said, I'm not going to do this react back and forth shit. They also think they have the audacity just to narrow down whatever topic they want. If it's such an easy topic to prove, this is so one-sided. I mean, you got Tobirama down below Hokage Kakashi. You know, you got Tobirama below Hokage Kakashi. You got Tobirama below Hashirama, Base and Sage. You got him below Naruto. You got him below Minato. You got him below Base Minato, let alone KCM2. you know, if it's, and then you got Hiruzen, Prime Hiruzen above Tobirama as well. So you have like Tobirama below KCM2 Minato. That's the topic I wanted. I wanted Tobirama versus KCM2. So you have like multiple characters in between there that should be between that level. And they didn't want it, chat. It's unfortunate as it is. And they're saying I denied 5 topics. No, they sent me a topic list and 6 asked me which topic I wanted to do. And I said Tobirama versus Minato. And then they turned around and said no. That's the topic I wanted. So
we have a super chat here from Serial Designation N for €2. Slam them like Kakazu slams Minato.
This is the list they sent me, chat. And I'm not going to expose the exact DMs because I don't want to do that. I'll just expose the pictures. Well, this is actually, let me double check. I sent him a list too. This is the list of topics they sent me. This was the like Hokage ranking that they gave me. This is the Hokage ranking that they gave me. So they got Naruto, Kakashi, Hokage, stupid. Kakashi DMS somehow below Hokage, Kakashi, worst take of all time. Hashirama Sage Mode, I guess that, yeah, I mean, that makes sense. Hashirama base relative to Minato, this is horrific. Like, don't get it wrong, chat. If I wanted to, like, rep base Hashirama against Minato, I totally could. That wouldn't be a problem. That's an easier topic than even repping Tobirama. That's an easier W than Tobirama. I just don't even feel like repping that one because the one that we want is the money matchup. The one that's going to get the most views. The one that everyone seemingly ducks me on. We want this topic right here. Tobirama versus Minato. Now I'm going to show one more screenshot. This is the bad one.
Yeah, Virtue's like talking up a storm in chat. I mean, Virtue.
Let's see what he said.
I'm pretty sure you have noodles added. He's just talking a bunch of shit.
You agreed to it, Virtue. Then if you agreed to it, why aren't we debating?
Yeah, get in here.
Come here, Virtue. You talk your shit online, but you don't actually want to have a conversation. You can come in here right now, bro. That's what I'm saying. I approached you on your stream. I approached Sage on his stream, and he tells me to wait 2 months until May, but he's got time to drop 3-hour reaction streams. And then you think you get to pick the topic after dropping a list of topics and me agreeing to the most obvious choice.
Who says wait 2 months to debate?
Oh, I'm not showing anything. Hold on, champ. Listen, let me see if I can. I don't want to expose these DMs like this, man. But I guess I kind of gotta defend myself, right?
Yeah.
I kind of gotta defend myself.
Mr. Lowview says I no diff them. I mean, I probably would, but I'm not really interested in like the trash of the Naruto community. Like earlier today, we had a friend come back to Discord who hasn't been in like our circle for like 3 years, and he couldn't believe that like dumbasses like these guys are still around. It was really funny.
Let me see if I can pull this up on Google. I'm really trying not to expose them.
Trying. Yeah, no, I feel it.
Hold on. Let me just save it and pull it up.
Yeah. Tobirama versus Minato is kind of done to death. I want...
What? Name one person who's in this community that's debated that.
No, he listed a Boruto topic, and this isn't Virtue, by the way, this is someone else. But
yeah, but like, what debater has actually debated that? People talk about it and like talk in their echo chambers about it, but I haven't seen one fucking person actually have like an actual conversation about it. Swag didn't want to have the conversation with me about it, by the way. I have those screenshots too. And it's the same topic that everybody runs from me on. And they say it's disingenuous. They say it's dishonest, right? Like, oh, I could totally see the rad arguments you could make for Tobirama. That's what Swag was saying to me. He said, I could see the dishonesty that you could pull with Tobirama. That's why he didn't want to debate it. And I'm like, what you mean to say is that there's good counter arguments and that there's strong evidence for Tobirama. It's the same reason that these guys want to posture, but not actually run hands.
Yep.
So
Someone else said, I hope Virhtue will get in calls. Noodles dog, I hope so too. It's been
Yeah,
all
Virhtue,
day.
come here right now and let's debate it. Like, that's what I'm saying. They're not actually about the smoke. They think I'm scared of, like, doing a prime Hiruzen versus Hashirama topic. You think I honestly give a fuck? You think you scare me about that topic? Bro, the reason I don't want that topic is because it's literally just going to be gooning about one fucking point, whether or not we should take everyone said that Hiruzen was the strongest as valid. That's the only point we're going to talk about in the whole debate, because there's 5 statements of him being the strongest Hokage, and we're just going to debate about whether or not those statements are right or wrong. That's the top. That's what you want to talk about. That's the kind of shit you guys want to talk about. You want to talk about bullshit. Like, I'm willing to have those kind of conversations with people, but if you just blatantly deny like 5 scans, Doodle's acting like he actually has conversations. Of course I have conversations. Of course I do.
Yeah. I think people like get it misconstrued that like every like talk is just like this like shout fest or whatever, but it's just not how it is.
It's not true. And, you know, I'm not trying to come here heated or nothing, but I mean, they did drop 5 hours of content, and I dropped 3, right? So I'm not saying that they're in the wrong for that. I mean, they're just doing the same thing I'm doing. But, you know, after the first stream, you drop a second stream after that, and then you turn down the Tobirama versus Minato topic that I offered you on like 3 separate streams. I told you on your stream, yo, let's debate Minato versus Tobirama. And then on Sage's stream, I told him to debate, and he said, wait till May. And then I told y'all both to debate me. You both like get to combine minds at the same time and fight me 2v1, debate me 2v1 on Tobirama versus Minato. And you use the cope like, oh, no. Let's stay away from that. Like, no, you denied 5 other topics. Whatever, bro.
Another 5 euros from serial designation N. How can people watch Minato struggling with 14-year-old Obito? He admits it was a hard fight, and then scaling him to Hashirama? Actually pathetic.
Yeah, there's a lot of issues with it, because it's a bunch of, like, statement goonery, like, high-end interpretation arguments that just aren't good, that can just be interpreted alternate ways. Let's go. What's up, Tanner? Let's keep up that donos going. Good shit, y'all.
Tanner? Thank you.
So I'm confused. You gave him a topic that he clearly disagreed with, but did not want to debate it. Not only did I give him a topic that they absolutely disagreed with, it was on the list they sent me. Like, they actually sent me this list, chat. Like, this one in particular. I was sent this specific list. You can see that it's cropped out and everything. That way there's no showing of the DMs. But you can see this list. Do you see the Tobirama versus Minato topic right there?
I'm waiting for the stream to catch up so I can tell you.
Telling someone to wait exactly 2 months to have a debate as well. Listen, he said he was moving. I'm moving too. I get it, right? You maybe you're not gonna have the time, but he did drop a 2-hour stream or whatever it was. You know what I mean? Right. Still not on screen. Man, I gotta switch my tabs. Yeah. Hold on.
Yep.
My bad, y'all. Look at this topic list. This is the topic list they sent me. I'm working on a new streaming platform. I'm using Streamlabs instead of regular OBS now, so that's why I didn't switch the window. But yeah.
I wanted to respond to a comment I saw earlier. Someone was like, people have preconceived notions of who would win if the author actually wrote the fight. I don't know who you're talking to, the beef, but like I don't who like the author would write would win and who should actually win are 2 different conversations usually, because you can come up with any bullshit for like the author, right? Like you can call it biased or whatever.
Biased, yeah.
Yeah, like there's like a rumor in Marvel that every time like Iron Man uses a Buster suit, it has to be destroyed. So like if you write like the Hulk Buster in, it has to lose in the story. And stuff like that, so. Debate would be way shorter than 3 hours? Yeah, 100%. I mean, debates can last long, don't get me wrong. But
they can, but it's not gonna last that long.
If you compare like how productive it is, it's much better to actually have the conversation.
6 called you a goon and asked for another topic 3 times. You declined, simple as that. Why do we need another topic? You obviously disagree with Minato versus Tobirama, bro. What do we need another topic for? You don't want to rep. You don't want to rep the controversial topic. You want to talk about the other bullshit ones. Listen, I don't care. You rep Minato, I rep Tobirama. So I'm giving you a chance right now, and I'll tell you what, Virhtue, join stream right now, and I'll bitch slap you on any one of those topics. Pick one. Any one of them, I will clap the fuck out of you right now. So get in VC, bud. Hop in
If I
VC
may,
right
real
now,
fast.
and I will debate you on any one of those topics. I'm not scared of the other topics. I'm not worried about the other topics. I just wanted to do that one in particular because it is the most important topic. So if you want to talk shit, I asked 3 times on 3 separate streams for a debate, and you guys are clearly running away. So you might want to either nut the fuck up or just shut the fuck up, right? Like there's nothing else to do.
Like if we're talking shit on Call of Duty, we don't go play another game to decide who's better.
Yeah, like clearly Tobirama versus Minato is the most important topic on that list. It's without a doubt the most important. You guys constantly rep Minato. It's in your bio on YouTube, bro. Look at his YouTube bio. Let's show Virtue's YouTube bio. Who's his favorite character, guys? Can you guess? Glory to God. Number 1 proponent of Minato agenda. The subspace, the Biju bomb feat. Y'all don't know. The number 1 proponent of Minato, scared of a Minato topic. Crazy, right? Wow, buddy. The number 1 proponent, but you don't want to run the Minato topic. The longest section of your video, the one section of the video that everyone was telling me to look at, the Tobirama section.
I think in the back of his head, in the back of his mind, he knows if he loses any other topic, he can cope and say, well, I would have beat him on the Minato topic, right?
The number 1 proponent of Minato running the fuck away. What happened?
Virtue ran away like Minato would, seeing Tobirama get mad. Yeah, facts.
And you don't get the 2v1 anymore, Virtue. It's 1v1 now. Hashi will mute the fuck up. He'll stay muted the whole time, won't you, Hashi? We won't even have him intervene.
Yeah, I can
so you get the ones now. You don't get Sage to like calm you down anymore, calm the conversation down, or derail. It's just you now. You're on your own, bud. You fucked yourself worse than it was. You should have just took the topic when you had the advantage, the 2v1. And I'm not going to expose Six's DMs. I'm not going to expose it. He was the middleman. This was going to be hosted on Six's channel in front of a 100K audience. It's going to have a shit ton of views. You guys could have streamed at the same time, farm donations, biggest topic, most views we could have made. But no, you want to run because you want to talk about if Hokage Kakashi is stronger than DMS Kakashi. Some irrelevant bullshit like that that literally no one gives a fuck about. Some like goon on Discord might care about that.
I think it was really funny that like he said he was leaving the stream earlier, and then he stuck around, and then he says he's leaving the stream again, and I'm willing to bet he's going to type in chat here in a few minutes. Josh Farrow with $5. Minato is weak. He died from a toenail. Tobirama showed up. Minato in the 4th Great Ninja War. Tobirama makes Konoha great again. Thank you, Josh.
Minato is weak. He died from a toenail. Tobirama showed up. Minato in the 4th. Yep. Facts, bro. Appreciate that. Tobirama lifting his finger would scare Minato off 100%, Tanner. Well, if he's not going to show up, we're going to react to his video. I'm going to give you all the choice. We can react to whatever one. I didn't actually watch this. I don't know what it says I watched this. This video looks terrible, though.
You probably hovered over it, and that counts, unfortunately.
We got Minato versus the Uchiha clan. We can totally watch that one. That was the one I was looking at. Or we could watch What If Minato and Tobirama Swapped Fights. That one seems pretty thematic.
Yeah.
What do you guys think? Minato and Tobirama Swapped Fights, or Minato versus the Uchiha clan? He's got Itachi on the front, so, and Obito.
Oh lordy. Obviously, if someone super chats, they get, dibs, so.
Yeah, if someone super chats right now, I'll watch whatever the video they want, to be honest. It doesn't even have to be a Virtue video.
Yeah.
The Uchiha one?
You wanna watch water again, dude?
The Uchiha one would be funny.
Yeah, I think the Uchiha one's the worst.
Here's some cope that I heard early on stream, boys. I wasn't in I was in like Sage of Thick Calves stream earlier, and I don't really have a problem with Sage of Thick Calves. I more have a problem with Virtue because he's trying to ego me and like say like, oh, you don't deserve a debate and this and that, and like I don't waste my time. And I've heard he kind of does this to people where like,
bro, why is Virtue acting like fucking John Jones?
I don't know, bro. He has an ego for someone with 10K subs, but regardless. Yeah. He thinks he can ego me, even though I've been doing this shit for like probably like 5 years longer than him. Anyway.
Oh, Josh Farrow super chat $2. Tobirama and Minato swap fights.
All right, going once. Chat, if someone's got to beat out the $2 from Josh Farrow, if you want to switch, you got to beat it out.
A lot of people wanted the Uchiha swap that one. So, or wait, those are the same videos, aren't they?
Tobirama means the swap fights.
Yeah. Serial designation end with another €5. I love that Virhtue is afraid of debating you, despite the fact that Normie is going to pick his side either way.
Oh, most people swapping fights. We got 7 on it. Someone would have to beat this out. Yeah, you're completely right. Serial designation. Yeah. We got 7 on swapping fights, so I think we're probably gonna have to go with that one, boys. You know, we're gonna have to go with that one. So
let's give him till 5, like
give him
9:55.
9:55, so 2 minutes. When are you debating, Sage? He told me May, bro. May, 2 months away. Yeah, how relevant is this topic gonna be in 2 months, Chan? I get it. He's moving. I'm not. Listen, Sage. You're low-key ducking, bro. It's all good, though. I'm not mad at you. I like you. You're a good Christian boy. I have no problems with you. Virhtue, on the other hand, he likes the ego. He likes to chat a bit of shit. Just because I said his arguments are dumb. He called me Twitter fingers, but clearly he's the Twitter fingers because he's not getting in fucking VC every time I ask. So, 5th time fucking asking, by the way. Asked him on his stream, asked him on fucking Sage's stream, and now I'm asking him on my stream. Doesn't really matter. I asked him in DMs. We were going to set it up with a live host of 6. 6 was going to live host this shit, bro. 100K channel. Potential view. You know, I mean, there's tons of potential viewership in this. This could have just been us farm. It didn't even have to be serious. Like, I mean, it's just an anime debate at the end of the day. Like, don't be scared of losing an anime debate. That's what I'm saying. Like, people have this mentality like, oh, yeah, you turned down 5 other debates. You think I honestly give a fuck about those 5 other topics? You think I'm worried about losing an anime debate? Bro, get the fuck on somewhere. That's one thing you can never say. I've debated everybody. Literally everybody in the community at some point or another. I've thrown fucking hands with, bro. So I'm not worried about any one topic.
He needs to go on his training arc. Yeah, he does. I think, you know, there's a saying that like some people need to be punched in the mouth, but like I think he actually just needs to debate someone. Like none of them actually do.
Virhtue will come on my stream chat talking shit, but then he won't actually do nothing.
The beef with $8 Australian Red Pill OG unironically low diffs Minato if speed's equalized, and then a 5. Oh yeah, respond to him first.
Red Pill getting Choji unironically low diffs Minato if speed is equalized. Does he even need speed equalized? How can Minato damage him? What AP feat does Minato have that's mountain level, boys? I will take Virhtue on Red Pill Choji versus Minato, bro. Stamina equalized. That's all I need. No, I don't even need stamina equalized. Fuck that. I'll take just red, like, give me, no, not even Red Pill, bro. Give me Yellow Pill Choji, like the second form. I think that's Red Pill. It might be, or Yellow Pill. I think it might be Green Pill, but I think it's yellow.
Was that supposed to be like a traffic light?
Would you debate 6 on Tobirama versus Minato? Of course. Wait. Who doesn't want to see me debate Tobirama versus Minato in chat, boys? I don't have a single debate on my channel with that, and it's not for lack of trying. I tried with Swag. Yep. I've tried with other people. You know, I've even DM'd some people. I'm not going to expose them because they're cool, but I've DM'd other people, and they don't want to do the topic. So, at the end of the day, you know, nobody seemingly wants to run this topic with me. And it's not my fault that it's not happening. But of course, everyone's like, oh, that topic's so overdone. It's cancer. No, man, that's dishonest. Like, they give all these cope excuses for why we can't run one of the most thematic matchups in Naruto. The 2 speedsters. The ones that everyone likes to compare to each other.
Yeah. $5 from Dan...
Abriel.
Abriel, thank you.
Yeah.
I'd love to see you do a video on Kimimaru. Bunch of insane statements in the second data book.
Yes. He does have some ludicrous statements, man. They would debate the one shot. Oh, their one shot stance is dog shit, bro. It was one of the worst. Like, I can't believe they're still coping about it. Like, I saw this kanji argument from Sage earlier that actually made me want to throw up in my fucking mouth. But, you know, I like Sage. He's a good Christian boy. I'm just saying, I didn't like the arguments is all. But he is ducking. That is a fact. It's overdone, but I want 6 versus Noodles, Tobirama versus Minato. How is it overdone, though? Like, everyone says this. Who did it? Who did that debate? Has anyone seen that debate? I've been in this community longer than y'all, bro. I haven't seen that debate. I've seen randoms debate it maybe on Discord, like random motherfuckers. I haven't seen any big YouTuber debate this. No YouTubers. No one in our community apparently wants to debate Tobirama versus Minato. Nobody of note. They're scared of the shitty feats from Minato. That's literally what it is. They know that there's a good counter argument for Tobirama.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just wondering, like, where are these debates that people are listening to that they think it's overdone? Like, I don't want to hear randoms talk about it. Like, I want to hear the people, like the guy who
the
made
knowledgeable people, the number one proponent of Minato, saying no to Tobirama versus Minato.
The beef dropping another truth bomb with $3 Australian. It's dishonest equals it goes against my headcanon.
Yeah, it's dishonest equals I don't want to debate that because you might whoop my ass. Like,
yeah.
I mean,
you know, most of the time when people say something's dishonest, you'd hope they'd actually have reasoning, not just fear. Like,
the topic is probably overdone, but in regards to actual debates between big names, that literally has not happened yet. It's like, what topic isn't overdone? You know what I mean? I've had people debate me on Coxey versus Payne as of recently. Is that topic not beaten to fucking death? Have I not beaten that horse enough? But I still get big YouTubers to debate me on it. Like, that's not hard. It's just Tobirama versus Minato, because everyone that reps Minato doesn't want that Tobirama ass whooping. They know better. Didn't you debate Apollo? Yes, I did debate. I've debated Apollo like 6 times.
Oh, another $2 from Josh Farrow.
Let's keep it going, boys.
Guzzlers are crazy. They are.
Yep. They are, in fact, fucking insane, boys. And like I said, I'm down to debate anytime, anywhere, on any fucking topic. I just don't think you get to pick the fucking topic. You do the topic I say. So if I say Tobirama versus Minato, you better accept it, because you ain't getting another shot, fucker. So, better accept it, boy. You don't get to fucking pick the topic. I get to pick the topic. I'm your senior. Yeah. All right, I've been doing this a lot longer than you. You think you can ego me? Nobody. You can't ego me. Trust me.
the topic is overdone as they make a 50th Konoha 11 ranked video. Bro, we said that in call earlier, unironically.
Pain versus every Kage 2 days ago. Oh, that topic's overdone. Like, what topic isn't overdone?
So, theoretically, if they hate you that much, do they have, like, Minato beating Pain? Or, like, which do they pick? Oh, $20 from Chronicler. Dosu slams Kakuzu. Trust. Thank you, Chronicler.
Appreciate the 20, Chronicler. A big Chronicler coming in the chat. Dat OTF. Noodles, who you got at Mania? Cody's gonna get it back in blood, baby. He's getting the blood back. Cena may have turned heel, but Cody's got him. He's getting his vengeance. He won't let The Rock stand. Like every Naruto creator has a Minato versus Tobirama video. Debate is different skill than actually researching. The problem is they are one in the same skill theoretically. Like in the same vein that you make arguments for a video, you make arguments for a debate. It's just, can you rhetorically explain your arguments well enough, right? That's where the skill of the debate comes in. So you have to be able to show that your arguments are consistent. But at the end of the day, if you can't explain your arguments properly, that's gonna play into your video too. That means you don't have the explanatory power to make a sound argument in your video or a good argument in your video.
I found that actually having to the way I put it is prove bread is fluffy. Like when you actually have to go down and prove everything like you should for a video, it strengthens your argument. Like you actually have to think about it. You can't just accept stuff,
Minato shitstomps Pain? Yeah, he does, but I mean that's just because Pain literally has no durability, and Minato's a speed merchant, so it's like a perfect matchup for Minato.
Yeah. But yeah, I think ideally, if you're making good videos, you should be a pretty decent debater to some regard, right? Like,
Noodles,
you be able to.
You gonna watch a video soon? Yeah.
Yeah, we should.
Let's pull it on, boys. We gave him enough time.
The fastest Hokage, praised among all ninjas as the greatest.
Oh, he's starting off with the most dog shit statement of all time. It's not that dog shit, but it's not good. Okay, let's see what it says.
The fourth and fastest Hokage, praised among all ninjas.
The fourth and fastest Hokage. So he's saying this is applicable to all of the Hokage. The reason this is wrong, let me show it to Hashi real quick.
Yep.
All right.
The greatest in godlike speed, according to the fourth data book. The fourth and fastest Hokage, praised among all ninja as the
greatest in godlike speed. So, Chat, what do you think their argument for why the Hiruzen statements were wrong yesterday was? And today? The justification these guys have for why the 5 to 7, I think there's even 6 mentioned that there's actually 7 statements. I thought there was 5. So I apparently don't even remember all of them. 6 told me there's 7 statements of Hashirama being the strongest Hokage of all time. There's 7 statements for that. They don't think that those statements are accurate because it says he was revered by all ninja to be the strongest Hokage. Chat, what does this say? Praised among all ninja as the greatest in godlike speed. Let's look at the Hiruzen statement. Hiruzen is the strongest Hokage. Not this one. Here's one of them, but this is a mistranslation. Here's the actual one. It said that he possessed superlative strength even compared to the other Hokage. That's one of them. Let's look for the data book ones now.
Clyde's asking for your attention, Noodles.
Yo, what's up, Clyde?
I think he DM'd you something. If I'd take a guess.
Hold on. The strongest of all the Hokage, revered as the professor. A ninja who was once called a professor and continues to be esteemed as the strongest of Hokage of all time in the eyes of the people. Wow.
Real fast before you read another
Gathering everyone's respect as the strongest Hokage. But when it's for Minato, it's okay, right?
Dan April with another $5. I wonder if these people would be consistent and put Kushina above Hashirama and Tobirama since Minato admits she's stronger.
Yeah. No, that's a consistency check you could totally apply. Do you think that 14-year-old Kushina is stronger than Hashirama? You think she would just shoot her ceiling chains out and bind up Hashirama? You think that's valid? But yeah, they deny these statements, right? Even though there's a far greater consistency of them. Look at this one. His wisdom and courage are godlike. He's stated to be a god. And he stands at the pinnacle of not only Konoha, but the entire shinobi world. The top of Konoha is the top of everything. None can compete with his wisdom. So he's the wisest and he's the strongest Hokage of all time. They showed this one. Superlative strength even compared to the other Hokage. How consistent does it need to be?
I don't think they know what consistency is.
Stated to be more talented than Tobirama as a child, too. This one. More talented than Tobirama, the inventor of the Flying Thunder God, by the way. The inventor of the Flying Thunder God, the inventor of the Edo Tensei. More talented than him. Wisest. Knows every jutsu in the Leaf Village. The professor can use all 5 chakra natures and yin yang release. Everything that we know, the strongest Kage of his time, god of shinobi. Stated that he's Konohamaru says that he could never surpass him. But yeah. Anyway, let's continue with the stream. We're only 4 seconds in. I had to go on that.
According to the fourth data book, someone who stood at the peak of Konoha during an arduous war. However, Minato wasn't the first.
I forgot. Let me also address this actual statement. I know I went crazy on it, but let me actually address it. Praised among all ninjas, the greatest in godlike speed. Well, my counter argument to this, that I always bring up every time I debate this, is that if you're praised among all ninja, that means that had to be the ninja that were alive at the time. All the ninja alive, because you can't praise them if they're dead, right? If they weren't even born, or if they, just existed before that time. You can't be praised at that point. So, at least that Hiruzen's whatever peak this is, you know what I mean? So, he's only, that's only referring to the people that are alive at the time.
The fourth and fast.
And it's not saying
Hokage
of all time either. It's just saying he's the greatest in godlike speed. Is that of the current time, or is that of the entire time? It's not clarified. It's not specified. It's not said whether or not he's the greatest in godlike speed of all time. It's just saying he's I can say he's the greatest in godlike speed right now. Who's that put him above? The fourth Raikage. It's a bit of a different statement, right? That's the best character you can put him above. Maybe Killer Bee, someone like that. Maybe 50-year-old Hiruzen or whatever.
Dane Abriel with another $5. Insert image of Hashirama picking up Kurama like a cat.
Yeah.
Among all ninja as the greatest in godlike speed, according to the 4th data book, someone who stood at the peak of Konoha during an arduous war. However, Minato wasn't the first to do this sort of thing. Years before him was the second Hokage, Tobirama, who used to boast the fastest speed of any shinobi, according to Madara Uchiha
I don't see
himself,
it yet,
with
but I heard
Tobirama
it.
actually ending Izuna's life in battle. So what if Minato and Tobirama, the two fastest shinobi of their generations, were to swap fights? How would Tobirama handle the likes of A and B? Could Minato take down the legendary monsters, Kinkaku and Ginkaku? How about Tobirama versus the Masked Man? You get the point. So let's find out. However, before immediately diving into this complicated discussion, one thing needs to be established, and that's exactly how do Tobirama and Minato relate in speed? In other words, who is faster? Now, since I have done videos on this question before, I'm not going to spend very long on it at all. While Minato is clearly the faster combatant and winner if they were to fight,
Minato is clearly the faster combatant and would win during the fight, but when I'm challenged with a debate to it, fuck that, apparently.
Yeah, no, it's just, apparently, no, it's not clear.
What's the problem with actually repping this? If you're gonna say this, what's the problem with debating me on that stance, bro?
The problem is that they're gonna lose.
Noodles is begging to debate Virtue. He hasn't gotten his subs and money up first. This proves Virtue is too high tier for Noodles. Exactly, bro.
Tobirama still has tons to offer in a jutsu setting, such as monstrous water style, tandem paper bombs, things like this, and unlike Minato, we don't know how much he progresses through the series, so he might...
In his one fight, that is like first fight where he's not just a super limited Edo Tensei against Orochimaru, like the first like fight that we see Edo Tobirama do during the war, he instantly eclipses every Minato feat that ever existed. Just the first thing he does, like his first feat. His first feat against Shibito.
There is stuff that that shows that Tobirama got stronger though. Like if you compare how he does against Izuna to how he does against revived Madara.
Yeah, that's
right?
true. That's true. He did get stronger from the point of Izuna. So
yeah,
Izuna was even like apparently like a relative character to Madara back then as well.
Yeah.
So
even be faster than earlier forms of Minato.
It was a
Firstly,
teenage
just
Madara,
following the
but still.
Hokage's reintroductions, they would all set out using body flicker from the Hokage rock, and Minato would actually blitz all three other Hokage to the battlefield, prompting Hiruzen
Edo him was nerfed. Yeah, Edo Tobirama is a nerfed Tobirama.
Especially the first one you see in part 1. That one's like giga
Yeah.
nerfed.
Yeah, that one's really nerfed. But even the second one's nerfed. He literally says he's nerfed. So
So is
that
Madara.
Minato is as fast as ever, and more importantly, Tobirama actually stayed
with $8 Australian. He says he's about to say Yellow Mask is greater than Tobirama, having read the Tobirama versus Jubito fight. Yet they want to talk about dishonesty. Yeah, there's gonna be like a mile of cope here.
100%. This is going to be the most copium you've seen tonight for sure. Hold on. Oop, almost. I got an echo going. So here's the classic statement. Let's listen to what he says.
To note that Minato is as fast as ever, and more importantly,
Minato, you're as fast as ever.
Tobirama to actually state that Minato has an even faster. That Minato is as fast as ever, and more importantly, Tobirama to actually state that Minato has an even faster body flicker than himself. Where he'd
Okay, you have an even faster body flicker than me. What does that mean, chat? What's body flicker? Let's look at it in the data book. I've addressed this argument. Minato's all statements, and even this statement's just easy to debunk. So easy. This is a level 1 debater argument. Sorry if I'm finger typing. I'm using one hand.
Does the actual translation even say faster? Or does it say better?
It says, I mean, he got there quicker, so you can give him the benefit of the doubt regardless. And Hiruzen says he's fast, and I think it does say better, but regardless, it doesn't matter.
14-year-old Obito over revived Sage Madara.
Yeah, facts, bro.
They're smoking.
Yeah, that is the literal copium that they're on right now.
Yeah.
Some Minato wank. Let's see what this says. The greatest divine speed of all shinobi. Minato wanked fandom. I like that, the title of that. That scam would at least interest me if you use that one instead. I've seen it before, but it is funny.
Yeah. The actual translation does not say faster. I figured Monoichi. My spidey sense was tingling.
Chrome's translation, which is the one Sage used, is bad. Ash translation. It was funny because he was talking shit on 02's translation the other day, and then yet today actually, and then he says that, oh, here it is. Then he like he was talking bad about like 02's translation, saying his like his translator is like actually like someone that is like licensed to teach Japanese or something, but he ended up just agreeing with 02's translation in his translation. Like he just had a different interpretation of it. His translation wasn't wrong whatsoever. His interpretation of it was just different. It's just funny to me. But yeah, body flicker. A movement technique with extreme speed, like a gust of wind, appearing along with the wind, disappearing like the wind. The ninja's instantaneous movement technique. This super fast movement is almost impossible to grasp with the naked eye. If seen by an ordinary person, it would seem as if the user has teleported. In reality, the user has vitalized his body with chakra and moved at super speeds. The amount of chakra used up differs depending on the distance and elevation and stopping point in comparison to the starting point. So, all this means is you vitalize your body with chakra and you run faster. You run so fast you look like you teleported. That's what it is. Yep. That's all it is. It's not some real special technique. They don't even use it in combat a lot of the time. It's very rare when you can actually like point out a scene where they're like you can like actually prove they're using body flicker. Like in the anime it's more clear, but in the manga a lot of the times it's too hard to tell if they're just jumping away or if they're using actual body flicker. So, and they also just say in the actual data book scan that it depends on how much chakra you use, the elevation, and all of that can like change how much chakra they're gonna use, and like if they're actually running at like a certain speed or if it's varying speeds. Body flicker is not some weird amp. It's just you running as fast as you can. So if we interpret this at its best for Minato, and we just say that he can run faster than Tobirama, I have no problem with that. And you know why, chat? Because this isn't a foot race. This is a fight. And combat speed is more important than run speed. Muhammad Ali would beat the dog shit out of Usain Bolt, and it's because he has fast hands, he has fast combat speed. Your ability to run won't always be involved in a fight, especially if you're engaged in hand-to-hand combat, which Minato likes to do. Especially considering their Flying Thunder God is not reliant on their travel speed, it's reliant on your teleportation and thinking speed. So your ability to Flying Thunder God teleport, your ability to think. You just have to think to dodge. You don't even have to move at all. So, unless you got a new one, Chrome's was missing context. Spectre for the Shunshin one, he did get a new trans. The word faster isn't anywhere in the raw derp. I don't care, Monoichi.
Like, the translation stuff, everybody kind of already knows. It's just more fun to pick it apart, even, like, giving them the translation. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like...
Noodles, I know a lot of people hate on you, but I really enjoy your Naruto takes, and my view on Naruto anime/manga has completely changed since I started watching your content. What if Bolt runs around the ring and hooks? What if he just blitzes around and hooks him? Like, listen, man, at the end of the day, you can punch faster more oftentimes than you can run. So there's no proof that Minato's run speed is going to blitz Tobirama. What's Minato's run speed, chat? It's faster than Tobirama, sure. But how is that faster than Tobirama's reaction speed, provably? What even is Tobirama's run speed? I don't know a run speed feat for Tobirama. Do you guys? So Minato can run faster than someone that has no run speed feats. Like, no notable ones, at least. All of Tobirama's best speed feats come from him Flying Thunder God teleporting to the back of, like, Jubito and Madara and reacting to them, his reaction speed. And you can't even prove that he's running faster than Tobirama's reaction speed. Not even Jubito, incomplete Jubito, was able to run straight at Tobirama and blitz him with his run speed. So why the fuck would Minato? Why would base Minato, the one, a weakened base Minato, by the way, the one that struggled against 14-year-old Obito, you know, the one without the immeasurable Ten-Tail shock ramp. Not even KCM Minato could, and I know they like to cope about the days argument. The days argument is very relevant because you assume that he's dazed the entire time and you don't actually have evidence of it, and I just don't think that it's a strong argument whatsoever because of that. So, at the end of the day, this is a terrible fucking argument. This is one that I've addressed repeatedly throughout the years, and nobody can seem to understand that reaction speed is more important when it's a Flying Thunder God user than run speed. So, let's continue. We're only a minute 30 in. We might not even make it through this video. It might be that dog shit.
Well, I mean, you're like Magnus Carlsen in this bitch, looking like 12 moves ahead.
Yeah, it's just... It's just different, bro. This shit is just ass already.
But
Terrible. You bring out two of the easiest to debunk argument. This is how I know I would cook you on this topic, Virhtue. Because you're bringing up the worst fucking arguments known to man, and you're gonna continue to do so. What's the over under on them bringing up Minato teleporting between Madara's truth seeking orb, chat, and 8th Gate Guy? What's the over under on that? We looking at like 50-50? We looking at 60-40? 80-20? I'm thinking like more like 100-0 probable chance that that's going to be brought up in this video, and I'm going to address it again. It's like going down the fucking dialogue tree, bro. I already have this shit pre-planned.
State that Minato has an even faster body flicker than himself.
Minato's Flying Thunder God is solely reaction speed and can be implied faster than Tobirama's. Nowhere is it ever implied to be faster than Tobirama's. That is never stated in the entire manga, and the only feats that we have demonstrate Tobirama's is faster, because he teleports away from Rinnegan revived Madara's attack, and he also teleports and reacts to, like, fucking Jubito. So yeah, he's definitely got better feats, and there's no statement that he's Flying Thunder God is faster.
Where you'd also recognize how Minato's
Flying Thunder God is confirmed the best even in Boruto. What does the best mean? Because there's a specific moment where it's specified that he's better at teleporting or Flying Thunder God in Tobirama in terms of what? And how much he can teleport. Not how fast. It's in the context of him teleporting the Alliance, like how much shit he teleported outside of the barrier with Naruto's help, by the way. That's what it's talking about. It's not talking about in any way that it has to be faster. Best does not mean faster. It just means you've improved upon the jutsu in some capacity. That means it's the best in that way.
Tanner, sorry, but like we just talked about it. There's like we can just precog all the arguments.
Yeah,
that's kind of
like that's another one that I've seen. I know that argument. That's an easy argument to get around. The best. If someone knows what chapter that's stated on the specific scan I just referenced, I'll put it up on screen if someone wants to send it to me in Discord.
Placed all of his Mark Kunai in ready locations, stating that Minato is quick at striking too, implying a conjunction.
You're quick at striking too. Does that imply he's faster? No.
Already placed all of his Mark Kunai in ready locations, stating that Minato is quick at striking too, implying a conjunction between Minato's superior body flicker and striking speed. But this is a lowball, because Tobirama actually isn't aware of body flicker locations, stating that Minato is quick at striking too, implying a conjunction between Minato's superior body flicker and striking speed. But
implying a conjunction.
Alright. While you're doing that, Dane Abriel with $10. Hear me out. Do Fugaku versus Minato. Young Itachi that Obito was scared of, older than Yellow Mask, thought he might lose to him. He was also stated to be able to control the Nine Tails. Am I cooking? Question mark.
Young Itachi Obito was scared of, older Yellow Mask thought he might lose to him. He is also stated to be able to control the Nine Tails. Am I cooking? Yeah, you're cooking, bro. Fugaku versus Minato. I mean, if Minato just looks him in the eyes, he might get mind hacks, especially if you're using like the anime version of Fugaku where he has the Mangekyo. If you use that version or a composite version, yeah, he might just get in jutsu. So there is a real possibility he could lose that fight. Then again, Fugaku doesn't really have a lot of good speed feats, but regardless. A word used to connect clauses or sentences, this is just and or, but, you know, that kind of shit. I doubt he's using the grammar definition of conjunction. The action or instance of two more events or things occurring at the same point in time and space. A conjunction of favorable, so yeah, just saying these two things are combining. So he's just saying that this like vague statement that you're quick at striking too means that he is inherently faster at striking than Tobirama. No, it doesn't. It doesn't. There's nothing that actually says that. That is just you interpreting it that way without evidence. There's nothing in this scan or the previous scan that says he's faster at striking. He just says you're also quick. You're quick. You're quick too. You know, you know what I mean? And by the way, Minato says the same thing later about Tobirama. So swift. Remember that, chat? The so swift statement. Hiruzen literally said the same thing too. He's like, Lord Second's already launched his second attack, and Tobirama's like, fourth, Scaru, scram, and then he says, so swift. You know, the same guy that Minato was saying had dream-like power in front of them. He, like, Tobirama was clearly able to react to and dodge, and then he said so swift in that specific moment. So no, this doesn't conjunctively imply that he's faster at striking. It's just you combining two separate statements arbitrarily and then saying that this would all, like, because this statement said he's faster at running, that means the statement that doesn't say he's faster at striking implies he's faster at striking. No, doesn't work that way.
all of his Mark Kunai and ready location.
Noodles, he's talking about Minato's ability to take initiative quickly, supported by the Raw. He doesn't take initiative quickly. He doesn't. In the one scene that we ever see him, like when Naruto's about to die, literally when Naruto's about to die, he freaks out and screams, and then Tobirama's like already casting jutsu before him. So in the one moment that he's allegedly taking initiative, Tobirama's acting before him to save his son. No, to save Minato's son. Not his own son, but to save Minato's son. Tobirama acted quicker. Someone, Nate, if you could send me that panel, that would be appreciative. Appreciate the $10 at Dane April.
Stating that
We're never
Minato's
gonna
quick
get
at
through this
striking
video.
2, implying
No,
a
we're
conjunction
not.
between Minato's superior body flicker and striking speed.
Saying you're quick too. He doesn't. Yeah, you're saying you're quick too. Implies relativity. It doesn't even imply that. It just means he says he's quick. It just means he's
Yeah,
fast.
I mean,
relative to what?
You can read the scan a million ways, obviously. And one of them is just Tobirama being like, oh yeah, you kind of do other things fast too. You're not just a runner, right?
Yeah, you're not just good at running. You're also good at striking.
Yeah.
He said. I mean, he specified that he was faster at running, but he didn't specify that he was faster at striking. Kind of crazy, right?
And
It's almost
and
like
apparently in the Raws it doesn't even actually say striking, like it's like a physical strike. So it's like,
really.
yeah, that's what Monoichi was talking about. He's saying that apparently in the Raws here, it's talking more about like taking.
Oh, I
a
see.
strike
I see.
Yeah,
The context is him having already set up the Crimson Ray barrier. That's it. He isn't saying Minato does it quicker. Okay, so like the actual Raw doesn't say this. Interesting.
But this
if
is
I
a
could-
low ball
if I could
because
say something real fast.
Nice translator, Virhtue. Go ahead.
Yeah, it seems like all these arguments are going to be taking a scan out of context and insisting it has one specific meaning and ignoring every other possible more consistent.
Yeah.
Like,
both statements are just them acknowledging that they're both fast. Exactly. It doesn't prove anything else. All this statement proves is that he acknowledges that Minato is fast. That doesn't give any context to relative to what. It doesn't have any context that establishes that. The previous context of him saying he's faster at running is a separate statement. That's a separate statement. He's saying he's explicitly faster. This one's during the Crimson Ray barrier formation.
Between Minato's superior body flicker and striking speed. But this is a low ball because Tobirama actually isn't aware of what Minato also did prior, and him actually teleporting away a Ten Tails Biju Bomb and outspeeding his own flying rising timer at the end of chapter 630 and beginning of chapter 631, where he teleports it to a kunai that's being placed on the mainland with motion lines indicating it piercing the ground and arriving in that moment. Minato then appears asking Naruto if he was late and to brace for an impending explosion due to the Biju Bomb still being on the mainland until after Minato lands there. Then it continues to wreak havoc until it then teleports to another previously placed marked kunai on a
All of this is yap and not a lot of fucking calculation.
Small rock off the mainland that had to have been placed prior to Minato arriving at the mainland. Therefore, Minato teleported to the bomb first, then appeared to the mainland, then the bomb hence relocated. So, Minato actually does blitz his own flying rising timer. Now,
his own flying rising timer. What's his timer?
Minato arriving at the previously placed marked kunai on a small rock off the mainland that had to have been placed prior to Minato arriving at the mainland. Therefore, Minato teleported to the bomb first, then appeared to the mainland, then the bomb hence relocated.
What if, so for one, he's saying that he placed this out here at a certain point. How does he know when he placed this kunai?
To brace for an impending explosion due to the Biju Bomb still
Minato
appears asking Naruto if he was late, and to brace for an impending explosion due to the Biju Bomb still being on the mainland until after Minato lands there. Then it continues to wreak havoc until it then teleports to another previously placed marked kunai on a small
previously placed kunai
rock off the mainland that had to have been placed prior to Minato arriving at the mainland.
Yeah.
Therefore, Minato teleported to the bomb first.
How does he know when he had that kunai set there? When did he place it? He could have placed that when he was alive. The seals are explicitly stated to never disappear. And what timer is he blitzing, by the way? What's the timer? What's the time? Calculate the time. The speed is distance divided by time. There's no fucking math here. This is just him saying shit. He's blitzing his own Flying Thunder God timer. A blitzed here isn't a calc. It isn't math. It doesn't actually say anything. You're not saying anything. You're just saying it's fast. He blitzed his own teleport. Like, for one, like, if you're talking about in context of humans blitzing someone in that regard, like in a power scaling sense, the colloquial way that we use it in power scaling means you move faster than someone can react. But the kunai can't react to anything. It's an inanimate fucking object. So what's he blitzing? The Flying Thunder God timer? What's the timer? Where'd you pull a timer from? You don't even have a time frame.
Wait, Needles, you don't think Minato could blitz the gazebo?
Fuck no. It's dog shit ass video already, boys.
Then appeared to the mainland, then the bomb hence relocated. So Minato actually does blitz his own flying rising timer. Now, the reason why this is so important is it actually confirms the idea of a time frame innately being there in the first place, as it is just high-speed movement. But why do I say this? I thought the FTG is
What is he saying about a time frame? He didn't have any evidence of a time frame whatsoever.
So important is it actually confirms the idea of a time frame innately being there in the first place, as it is just high-speed movement. But why do I say this? I thought
as it is just high-speed movement.
I have another thought. Could you pause it real fast? Or pause. If you're going on about scams that, you know, basically don't have any meaning, and then you're saying it confirms an idea that you already had, that sounds like a confirmation bias.
So, if Flying Thunder God is based upon your reaction speed, like how fast you can, like, react to stimuli, right? Whether that be visual or physical. It's based on your reaction speed, and you blitz the Flying Thunder God, quote-unquote, timer. You blitz the Flying Thunder God timer. Is his run speed blitzing his own reaction speed?
I think he's trying to argue that, like, they can only use FTG so much or whatever.
Shit makes... Hold on. We gotta lock the fuck in, chat. We gotta actually try and understand what this dumbass argument's saying.
Wait. Dane Abril, another $2. He's trying to argue that FTG isn't instant.
Is that what he's saying?
31, where he teleports to a kunai that's being placed on the mainland with motion lines indicating it piercing the ground and arriving in that moment. Minato then appears asking Naruto if he was late and to brace for an impending explosion due to the Biju bomb still being on the mainland until after Minato lands there. Then it continues to wreak havoc until it then teleports to another previously placed marked kunai on a small rock off the mainland that had to have been placed prior to Minato arriving at the mainland. Therefore, Minato teleported to the bomb first, then appeared to the mainland, then the bomb hence relocated.
Okay, I understand what he's saying. So he's saying that, like, he teleported there and back, and then the bomb blew up after he teleported. So that means that since the bomb was moving in the anime, that means he teleported back. First of all, big dog. First of all, let's look at what the manga says. Because I guarantee you're using manga panels. So let's look what the actual manga says. What chapter is this, boys? I know exactly what I'm going to argue.
There kind of has to be a subspace you go to begin teleporting onto the next mark. No, there doesn't. You can just, like, actually teleport. As for Minato, like, repositioning, I mean, he could probably just choose how he manifests when he teleports, right? Like,
it's easier than that. It's easier than that. Hold on, they're not gonna believe this argument. It's so easy to prove.
Well, I want to keep talking to the chat here.
Go ahead.
Who is right? If you remember when he saves Naruto, he teleports to something hanging on the wall, and he's not, like, phasing into the wall, right? You don't really need, like, a subspace.
So, let's look at the original panel. Let's go panel by panel, boys. He teleports. Am I late? He said, nope. Right on time, pal. Here's the kunai. Here's it spawning.
Where are you at?
And then it just blows up.
Who is right? I think he can, like, position himself, like, as he's teleporting, because he, like, has to know what kunai he's teleporting to, and, like, he doesn't face into stuff.
But the problem is, bro, this doesn't show movement. This just shows the bomb got teleported there.
We're talking about something else. I mean, this guy in chat.
Oh, okay. This shows that the bomb got teleported, and it hasn't blown up yet. It's not saying anything else beyond that. Minato teleported the bomb there, then teleported back. The bomb doesn't even provably move in that time frame, and then just explodes. It's just falling on some shit right now. Like, all these lines just show impact. It's not showing that there's any movement actually happening.
I might have to cut a promo on this guy if he calls me Surfbone one more time.
Surfbone. He's calling you Surfbone. I'm trying to get this Flying Thunder God timer thing.
I think he's trying to say that, like, or what my guess was is that, like, they have, like, a time frame, like, they can only teleport so often. But, like, I don't know. Like, I'm hoping he, like, explains it in the video. It's kind of a piss poor video if you don't explain it, right?
Hold on. So let me just look at even more context. Just so this is the Obito fight. And Naruto's, like, fucked up.
I always like those, like, end of chapter, like, where it shows, like, a piece of art.
Yeah. So Naruto, here comes the Biji Bomb. It gets fired. A-Tails holds off for a second.
All right, next person to call me Surf Bone's getting banned. I don't give a fuck.
Here's the A-Tails getting hit by it. He's holding it off. It's not blowing up yet. It's not even blowing up yet. Then it gets teleported away. He said, am I late? Nope. So it's teleported. Then it's here. He said, my name is Minato. Brace for impending explosion. And then it explodes. So, what I'm getting at is that he didn't blitz any Flying Thunder God teleportation. If anything, this thing just kept moving, or it didn't move at all and then just took a little bit to blow up. So there was just some time in between after he teleports that this thing was moving. Am I wrong for saying this? There's just a little bit of a time frame after he teleports it for this thing to blow up?
I'm still of the opinion he's gonna like invent some timer, but we'll see.
We'll see
So
about the timer.
Minato actually does blitz his own Flying Rising timer. Now, the reason why this is so important is it actually confirms the idea of a time frame innately being there
And what's your explanation, Nate?
in the first place, as it is just high-speed movement. But why do I say this? I thought the FTG is pure teleportation. No? Well, not exactly. The Flying Rising is a technique that's stated to be so fast it's not even comparable to Body Flicker, a near untraceable speed, and it's much closer to that of summoning.
It breaks through space and time as it were a mere flash of a moment. Yeah, it destroys space and time. At the same time as saving Kakashi, Jutsu is applied to another limb.
Oh shit! Big ounce with $2.
Wait for my arrival. He's got aura. He's got aura.
The beef with $3 Australian, Tobirama, relative 10 tails, Minato less than 9 tails, it's simple.
Yes, facts.
Which are classified as space-time ninjutsu, a set of high-level ninjutsu that surpass the concepts of space and distance. It allows one to...
All these things suggest it's instantaneous. I'm still just trying to wrap my head around that blitzing Minato's, like, body flicker timer, because, like...
Let's keep watching.
Man, hold on. Let me look at it one more time. Okay. We got the bomb.
I don't think it's going to help you understand the timer. Like, we don't...
I'm trying to figure out the timer, man. I don't know what the timer is.
Move into a subspace and appear at a specific location. As
Wait,
we
where does it
discussed in
say
a variant of the...
subspace? Where does it say subspace? Genuinely. I actually can't read it on stream, but I'll trust you to read it. You have better eyes.
They don't have one for subspace.
Yeah. Like,
Conquest! Let's go, Big Ounce. He's got aura.
Oh, shit.
He's got fucking aura, baby.
$10 from Big Ounce. Big Ounce, do you watch that Urban Rescue Ranch? With
The
a prairie
Urban
dog?
Rescue Ranch, bro.
Yeah, he had a prairie dog called Big Ounce, dude. He was a legend.
distance.
All right,
It allows
let's
one...
keep watching.
Is he
Hopefully
just... Oh, okay. I think I have an idea. He's
Quick,
saying that
just
this... He's saying that this panel right here... No, I don't got it. I don't got it.
Go back to the video. Just go back to the video. Come on. He's gonna explain it.
To move into a subspace and
I don't
appear at a
think he is.
specific location. As when discussing a variant of the Flying Rising, the
Appreciate
core
that
data book
10,
notes
Big
that
Ounce.
essentially, to transport any object into a space, it basically has to crack the space-time barrier in midair, and this transport wording is also highly consistent through the manga as well, which...
It's instant. So is he saying Minato runs faster than instant? Because if
He-
so,
he's
why does
like-
it take him time to run?
He's trying to say that like he's like blitz. I think he's trying to say he blitzes the time when they go into the subspace and out. But I don't think that scan there is saying they like there's literally a fucking subspace. Like
all points to
No,
movement
I don't think it's a subspace. I think he's just like warping space and time.
being
I
involved
think
as
it's
every
just like you open up a portal. Like
Yeah,
on
it's
some
like a
Doctor
portal to
Strange
another
shit,
place, right?
single time Minato names it in the Obito battle, he states transport instead of teleport, as does Obito, his student, during that fight as well.
Show the
Yeah, because
raws.
it's similar to the summoning jutsu. Their space-time teleportation ninjutsu. A transportation technique also is you teleporting. If you teleport somewhere, you transported yourself somewhere. You ever seen Star
I don't-
Trek?
I don't trust the translations here. He's lost his credibility. So.
Yeah, he doesn't get that. He doesn't get good faith translations.
I think I know what he's trying to do too. He's trying to hype up the subspace so he can argue the anime scene with the paper bombs on Naruto.
Yeah.
Well, Tobirama, the creator of the jutsu, states that his clone's Flying Rising is too
This isn't like the Flying Thunder God's not like the Kamui where it actually like you enter a subspace. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Or
it's not in the
alternate
manga.
space.
as Obito, his student, during that fight as well. Tobirama, the creator of the jutsu, states that his clone's flying Raijin is too slow, which furthers the notion of this being a pure ultra high-speed movement, like both the second fan book and 1 Decade 100 Ninja Guide also suggest, rather than it being an instantaneous relocation technique. And this is very important for how they relate in speed, but rather...
The Yellow Flash of the Leaf, the title of 4th Hokage, earned during the Third Great Ninja War, which struck fear into other nations. It comes from the 4th jutsu of space-time ninjutsu for ultra high-speed combat. That doesn't mean shit, bro, because his combat speed isn't just instant because he has Flying Thunder God. His combat speed includes his punching speed. So that doesn't necessarily mean that his Flying Thunder God speed isn't instant. That just means his combat speed isn't.
So a very good analogy for this type of thing is like if you and your friend are fighting over the light, like who gets to turn it on and off.
Yeah.
The light is always faster than you, even though you're turning it on and off and reacting to each other. In the same way, when these people teleport, if like Goku was there, they'd be standing still for a while to Goku because he's just so much faster, right?
Yeah.
And
ultra high also is vague and relative to whatever you mean by that. Like if you have like ultra high speed in DC, that could be a relevant speed.
Nate said check DMs. I'm gonna read the super chat for you.
All right, hold on.
Dane Abel with $5. I was right. He's arguing it's not instant. He thinks there's a subspace in between. I mean, even if there is, there's no real evidence or like scaling to it, really. Like I said, it's the light bulb argument. I kind of hate these types of arguments anyways, as it's kind of bad faith. You aren't looking for like a real like consistency check. You're just trying to find like a nitpick.
Yeah.
Than it being an instantaneous relocation technique, and this is very important for how they relate in speed. But anyway, back to it. Now, while
I was right, he's arguing it's not instant. That's just an insane take for all these dudes. Like, how's he saying it's not instant based on this previous thing? Okay, let's look at it one more time, chat. Tell me what I'm getting wrong. So it's moving towards the 8 tails. The 8 tails is freaking out. He holds it off for like a second. It teleports. He teleports it. Minato teleports back. Then it shows this panel of this thing teleported. Is he saying this is like chronologically happening after Minato teleported? That's what he's saying. I knew I had it on it. He's saying that this had to have happened afterwards. It doesn't, though. It doesn't even happen. Yeah. Just because it's shown afterwards doesn't mean it had to have happened afterwards. He's assuming that. They could have happened at the same time.
Very few mangaka show events. Yeah, I was about to say very few mangaka can show like the same event happening.
He's
like,
using like what's it called when you use combat timing? You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, he's like arguing cinematic timing.
Cinematic timing. Yeah. He's arguing that because this is shown like at this time frame, like this is shown a panel later, that means it happened later chronologically in the story. But nothing actually demonstrates that. It could have just happened at the same time as soon as he teleported.
Wait,
and it's just showing it right then.
The beef is spitting here. If FTG created a subspace and Tobirama made it, yeah, no, that's facts.
That's facts, 100% facts. I get it now. I understand it now. The FTG timer thing was the part that was throwing me the fuck off.
Why is he calling it a timer?
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense to call it a timer. He's just saying that like it has a timer because it took a few seconds for this to teleport, but he's actually just assuming that it took a few seconds because he was talking on the other panel. He's assuming that when he's assuming that when Minato is like talking right here, when Minato's talking right here, this hasn't gone off yet.
Yeah.
He's completely assuming that. He's assuming this happens after this. Just because it takes place a panel later, or a page later, doesn't mean that it's actually chronologically happening at different times. You can have 2 pages of 2 different events happening at the same time, and one can come later, but it can be established to be at the same time. That's totally reasonable to write. In fact, it happens in comics and manga all the fucking time. All the fucking time. Step 1 of getting Minato above Tobirama: spit convoluted garbage. Exactly.
You know, I can't speak for like these new gen people, but like back in the day, you start with like your best argument, and then you slowly get into like the minutia and bullshit that you can argue, right?
Yeah.
Like I don't.
Well, he did start with the best arguments. He started with the data book statement that's been like destroyed like 1,000 times.
Yeah, but it's like.
Manga panels don't always follow a chronological sequential order. That's exactly what I'm saying. He's assuming that the time frame is like not happening at the same time, even though it's explicitly stated several times, and there's nothing ever in the entire series that says that it does have a timer or like some amount of time before it teleports. That's a complete assumption.
Yep.
fan book to be a high-speed combat technique, this level is so fast it's beyond perception, like heat. Similarly to how
He said Brace and Dust flew their way. There was no explosion sound when they were talking. That doesn't matter. That doesn't matter.
Explosions can be slower.
Yeah, it takes time. It takes time. Like when you see a nuke in the distance, do you instantly hear the nuke? Or does it take time to explode?
Like,
wow.
You see lightning before you hear thunder.
You see
right?
lightning before you hear thunder. True. This is a BG bomb too. It's not even like either of those things. It's different in nature than both of those things.
second.
Brace for explosion.
Oh, Dane April just slammed you on your head, Noodles. Have you ever considered there's a SpongeBob Meanwhile time card?
Meanwhile.
Databook states is not even comparable to body flicker. The technique at its core is simply either Tobirama or Minato opening.
He's actually repping body flicker as if it's some impressive feat, even though Ginning usually shit.
States is not even comparable to body flicker. The technique at its core is simply either Tobirama or Minato opening up a subspace beyond space
and also, by the way, even if he hypothetically had this Flying Thunder God timer, quote unquote, that he glitched, that just means his Flying Thunder God is slow. Like, I mean, it just means it's slow.
Yeah.
Like, if he can run faster than he can teleport, he's ass, right? Like, or if he can attack faster than he can teleport and, like, talk and have a whole conversation while he's not even done teleporting his BG bomb yet, then it's ass.
Time akin to that of a wormhole, which is a hypothetical topological feature in space-time that would hypothetically open a shortcut, much like a tunnel with two ends each at separate points at a longer traceable distance in the space beyond space and time, akin to that of a wormhole, which is a hypothetical topological feature in space-time that would hypothetically open a shortcut, much like a tunnel with two ends each at separate points at a longer traceable distance in the space-time than that which is in the tunnel.
What's up?
You'd think if it was like a wormhole or like a portal, it would say it.
If it is a portal, it doesn't have to work like a wormhole or it's bending reality. In fact, it's not doing that. It's transcending reality.
Yeah, sure. But what my point is, it's like if it's like a portal like that, why don't we ever see someone follow them through Flying Raijin?
Yeah, it doesn't open a portal like that. It just instantly transmits them to a new location. It's not like a wormhole where you travel through it. It's not like the convoy. The convoy is more similar to a wormhole than this.
Yeah, convoy's basically a wormhole, like, it might as well be. But
the shockwave would also have a slight delay, exactly, reaching their location. Flying Thunder God is instant teleportation. Yeah, so if he instantly teleports away, instantly teleports back, it's going to take a second for the fucking explosion to show.
You know what's funny is that, like, Dragon Ball kind of did this with, like, the movies, right? They show, like, instant transmission actually puts you in, like, a realm, right?
Yeah.
And it's like, and it like makes absolutely no sense and ruins everything, right?
The way visually it's shown isn't like a portal in the sense that, like, you're actually, like, opening a portal, right? It's not like the convoy. It's more like you're placing a seal somewhere and then you're teleporting, you're, like, dematerializing and instantly traveling some way beyond space and time to that seal. It's not clarified that it's a wormhole at all. This is just bullshit. Terrible argument.
Hopefully he has, like, a feat that can only be explained this way. Hopefully he didn't just blow his load with the bomb thing, which can be explained by a 5th grader, right?
Yeah.
A way to simplify it, and a way you might be able to understand this a bit better, would be to suppose that there are two markings on opposite sides of a piece of paper. Rather than traveling the full distance from one marking to another, the FTG allows for a folding of the paper, and then you would then have to travel the distance in the...
You can tell that you fucking drew this shit, bro. You had to really show that fold. Appreciate the 10, Josh Farrell, man. Appreciate that.
$5 Canadian from Sane. Tobirama performs the entire tandem paper bombs in between the time it took Minato to teleport away when he's on top of Gamma Bunta. Interesting.
That's really interesting. Yeah. 639. I'll take a peek at that.
Yep.
In between the time it took Minato to teleport away when he's on top of Gamma Bunta.
That's funny. Now there's another crazy feat that I always bring up, but we'll get to it hopefully.
Yeah.
Air that has been created. After opening up this space, either character then travels absolutely as fast as they can to then breach the other side, where the designated mark has been set. And since Minato is stated in the aforementioned 2nd databook and 4th databook to possess a mastery over the technique beyond what Tobirama could have possibly had, and since this technique has been established to simply be a point A to point B movement in subspace, Minato would then just be faster than Tobirama at their peaks.
But
where did he get that? Hold on.
Set. And since Minato is stated in the aforementioned 2nd databook and 4th databook to possess a mastery over the technique beyond what Tobirama could have
mastery beyond the technique over what Tobirama could have did. The way that he mastered it doesn't have to be in regards to speed, because you can master the technique in other ways. Like, for instance, they say that Naruto mastered Ninetales chakra in part 1 when he's fighting Neji. There's like a direct statement that he mastered it there. There's a statement that B is the most perfect Jinchuriki. There's levels to mastery. They say that Naruto perfected Sage Mode during the Pain arc. There's levels to perfect. There's levels to mastery. It doesn't have to be this like absolute pinnacle of something. If you mastered something, it means you're just really good at using it. So, in this case,
with $2, Kamui is a pocket dimension for Obito to use. Yeah, and Flying Thunder God ain't.
Nate, there's a specific scan that I want you to find. It's a scan that directly says that Tobirama, or that Minato is better than Tobirama in regards to teleporting big things, like size-wise. Because I think that would be a perfect characteristic to have mastery over in comparison to Tobirama, because he does teleport the entire Shinobi Alliance out of the red, crimson, ray barrier.
I have a question.
Go ahead.
Can Minato teleport Surfbone's mom?
I wish, bro. Kamui is a pocket dimension for Obito to use. Yeah, I mean that is just basically a subspace, bro. It's a space that's like separated from the regular dimension. It has its own time space.
You know, and I'm not against like flying Raijin being like wormholes or something, but there's just no reason for it to be, right?
Yeah. Even a subspace doesn't imply that it's a wormhole. But yeah.
Yeah. So a while ago, I worked on a blog for Dragon Ball Kratos, right? And there's this random scene where they show that time traveling is like in a different realm or whatever, right? And that's like neat, but nothing like that happens here. Like they just blink in and out. Like I don't get why this guy's making this argument. There's like no reason for it.
Slicky Ricky, I didn't ignore your donation or nothing. I'm gonna read that scan here in just a second.
I thought
we've had two people bring it up now. We'll bring it up. Hold on.
God, I did read this out, right?
Yeah, you read it out. Hold on.
Or maybe we missed it. Oh, well, by the way, yeah, please tell us to bring up 639.
Yeah, we'll bring up 639. I keep accidentally clicking shit, though.
Yep.
All right. So he uses so he's starting to
Page
use so here's Minato.
Wait. Slicky Ricky with $2 says this chapter, page 3 and 4 in specific.
So he's still using it. Oh my god, so he's starting to use Flying Thunder God right here. Flying Raijin no Jutsu. Tobirama throws out the tandem paper bombs. It goes off. And then Minato teleports. So by his argument in subsequent panels, because it's a subsequent panel, by his own logic, that means Tobirama used the entire tandem paper bomb before he could even teleport Naruto and Sasuke off again with his head. So he's physically doing like this massive attack faster than Minato can even think. Talk about a perception blitz. Yeah, I don't think the subsequent panel argument's a good one for Minato, bro. I also don't think that him like having instantaneous speed or anything like that for his Flying Thunder God scales to his actual combat speed, because you still have to move after you teleport. So even though he can like teleport instantaneously, that doesn't mean it's not reliant on his reaction speed. He still has to think to teleport, and then he moves it. Go ahead.
I thought of something. When he's fighting Obito, why didn't Obito's like chains get stuck through like this wormhole?
I don't even know, bro.
Like,
I don't think he understands like how wormhole physics even work.
Well, I'm just
like
saying
you're bending space together. What shows Minato's bending space at all?
Well, no. He's saying that like they open a portal and they have to move through it, right? And it's not like, but like Minato was tied up there, and he. And then also like in midair.
Yeah, he's not moving through shit. He's like dematerializing more than anything.
Yeah, like
that's what I said earlier. Like he's not having to jump through a portal like the Kamui, or like not someone's like, you know, at least with Obito, he's kind of dematerializing too. But the way in which he does it is he actually has to pull himself into the Kamui, right? Whereas Minato just instantly teleports when he thinks to do so.
I'm just baffled at how wrong this is on every level. Like not only does it not work this way, right? His argument for it working this way is wrong. Shows it doesn't work this way, And even if it does work this way, Minato's still slower.
Yeah.
Like,
FTG is like
eat
quantum
glue?
entanglement. It literally is. He can pull himself out of time and space, appearing at a new location. Yeah, exactly.
Dane Abril with $5. He's just misunderstanding the FTG has a speed, their reaction / activation time, not the jutsu.
Yeah.
No, he's like he outright proposes they open a portal and run through it as fast, and so that means that like hypothetically, if Part 1 Naruto used it and Minato used it at the same time, Minato would arrive first. Like, this is just like next level window licking, glue eating, floor sniffing garbage. Like,
Yeah, literal
Mongol
garbage,
Slayer
bro.
with 2 pounds. Yeah, it's a pound symbol. You should see what Virhtue posted on his YT post. Pull up his community tab. Pull it up.
Oh, hold on. We got some cope, bro. We got some cope. We got some cope, chat. We got some cope from Virhtue. The Virhtue signaler, Virhtue.
The Virhtue signaler.
Hold on. Let's look at the post, chat.
The post.
This is the last and final time I intend to address Noodles. So, I'm a pussy. My pussy's too wet. This was a situation started by his own ego. What? How? I just like, people told me to react to your video because it was dog shit. Like, what do you want me to say? Like, and then when you joined chat, I wasn't egoing you. I was honest with you and told you it was dog shit. I kept it a buck with you. I kept it 100, bro. What's that? What's my ego isn't like isn't brought to this point because, you know, like, I'm just inherently talking shit on you just to stir some shit up between me, you, and Sage. I don't give a fuck about y'all. Y'all are randoms to me. I don't give a single fuck. I don't even know who you are. I didn't even know who you are before people brought your video to my attention. So, if it's the case that you're going to bring your video to my attention, yeah, I'm going to look at it. I'm going to give an honest analysis of it. Sure, you can say I'm a bit disrespectful. Like I said, your video, shit. Go fucking cry me a river, bitch. I don't care. I don't care. You think you weren't disrespectful back? Like, at the end of the day, you were disrespectful too. So does it matter? Doesn't matter.
Oh,
no, it doesn't.
We got some super chats.
Well, I'll read them in a sec. Let me go on my rant.
I was just...
I hear that dong. Like, trust me, I'm good. he made a stream that is disrespectful for the amount of effort or care he put into scaling. Nobody puts more effort in than me, bitch. Nobody. I go hard in the fucking paint. You won't even put certain scans up on screen. You didn't even put the subspace scan. I put everything I ever show on screen. I'll even add segments into the video. I'll drop 1.5 hour bombs about Itachi. That's what I do. I scale this series more than anybody in depth. More than anybody. Never question the amount of care or effort I put in. If you're saying this in reference to yourself, maybe it's a typo. Maybe you're just saying like, oh, he's disrespecting the amount of effort or care I put into scaling. If you put that much effort into your scaling, I'm sorry that you're that shit. Like, I'm sorry that you put that much effort in your dog shit. I then deleted my video on stream using the same energy. Defended my video on stream using the same energy. Sure, we're on the same footing then. Nothing offensive or inappropriate were intended. No offense taken. No offense. I didn't care. I don't care that y'all are making your bread. I just want to debate. Talks of a debate have came about topics and couldn't be agreed upon. They weren't agreed upon because of you, though. I challenged y'all 4 fucking times to a debate, and I even at the last moment when you tried to use this cop out that I like denied the other topics that you presented. You presented Minato versus Tobirama to me in the first place. You and Sage both presented that topic list. They sent, like, 6 sent me your topic list that we were all going to debate 2v1. You had a 2v1 advantage. Like, you and Sage together versus me by myself. And I was going to rep Tobirama against the 2 biggest Minato dick suckers in the world. Maybe not Sage. Sage, you're a good Christian boy. But Virtue's literally got the bio that's like, I'm the #1 proponent of Minato. If you're the #1 proponent of Minato, if I'm the #1 proponent of Tobirama, let's fucking debate that topic. That's the topic everyone wants to see talked about. You can quote unquote say it's overdone. What topic in Naruto's not over fucking done? You want to talk to me about Hashirama versus fucking Minato, bro? You want to talk to me about that? You want to talk to me about some other overdone ass topic? I don't care. Anyway, I don't intend to address any further reactions. I see stopping here that not many good points would be brought up anyway. Complete assumption. I wish Noodles the best. This post will also be deleted after a lack of time. Don't worry, bro. We'll keep this cope. I'll snip tool this cope right now. That way you can't delete it. It'll be here forever, bud. But yeah, like at the end of the day, this is just crybaby ass bullshit. I'm always down to debate. Always. Let me read some of these super chats.
We got 4. We have Christian. I can't.
I got it.
Name.
Christian Frenger. Adult Sasuke is a literal portal jutsu we see. Yeah, that's actually more closer to a wormhole than what he's saying. He's confused Bleach with Naruto, lol. Yes. And 639, Minato already teleported. Look at Gamakichi smoke and Gamakichi being absent. Then they appeared after the bombs went off. Oh shit. So there's not even like a subsequent like scan argument for him? Like he can't argue my argument where it's like just because it's a subsequent scan doesn't mean that it happened afterwards. Hold on, let's look. So he's already began his teleportation. He's already said flying Raijin Jutsu. He's already binded up. I suspected that might not be enough to kill you. I created the Edo Tensei. He hasn't even thrown the Edo Tensei yet. He hasn't stuck, see how his hand's right here? He hasn't stuck it in his chest yet. He's watching this go down here. Sticks his hand in his chest. Throws it out. Continuous explosion. The explosion's gone off. I'm trying to think, like, what exactly you're arguing, big dog. Look at Gamakichi smoke and Gamakichi being absent. Where's Gamakichi absent? What page is Gamakichi absent on?
Talking about that one right there.
Yeah, I think he is, but hold on, let me look back up.
Oh, because there's smoke coming out of his pipe. I think he's arguing something.
So his smoke's coming out of his pipe. Then there's like a little explosion. Yeah. Word second sure works quickly. Flying Raijin Jutsu.
Smoke's still coming out of his pipe down there, yeah.
Smoke's coming out of his pipe still. This attack happens. I suspected that might not be enough to kill you. I created the Edo Tensei Jutsu. Then the explosions happen.
Oh, the smoke is gone?
The smoke is gone, so he still hasn't teleported. Yeah. Because his hand's up. Yeah. He still hasn't teleported after saying flying Raijin Jutsu, and the bomb has gone off. Yeah. So he still hasn't teleported after the bomb has gone off. And then he finally teleports here. What's going on? I can't keep up. KCM2 Naruto can't even see what the fuck's happening. Yeah. He's the alleged like equal to Minato, by the way, that they always rep as equal to Minato. Can't keep up with what's going on. Yeah, I see what you're saying, bro.
$3 Australian from the beef. Without flying Thunder God, Minato's bag is identical to Part 1 Naruto.
Yeah, I agree. Hold on. I agree that he's trash. I don't know if his bag's equal, but I agree he's trash. Like Part 1 Naruto is. Well, let's go back to the videos, boys. Let's get back to this. We're not going to finish this video tonight, but I'll go to like
this technique has been established to simply be a point A to point B movement in subspace. Minato would then just be faster than Tobirama at their peaks. I mean, Minato can outspeed his own FTG, and Tobirama's clone can't even use it. So this just directly confirms
his clone can't even use Flying Thunder God? Bud, he did on panel. Did I hear that right, chat?
This video is a headache.
This video is so bad, bro. One of the worst videos I've ever had to witness on stream. Daigo Knight would piss me off.
What you're saying is Part 1 Naruto is a better arsenal if you take away Flying Thunder God. I would agree, honestly. Like,
yeah.
Minato doesn't have much.
He does have, like, the same arsenal, like Rasengan, Flying Thunder God, yeah. I mean, like, outside of Flying Thunder God.
He doesn't have, like, the massive amount of Shadow Clones, yeah. So, like, fucking Naruto can just beat the fuck out of people with.
Are you sure about that? So he gets blitzed. Alright, so here's the part where his clone teleports, by the way. So see this orb that's attached to Minato that perception blitzed him?
Yep. Oh, this is my favorite.
So he starts reaching for it. I have to teleport it away. Then Tobirama teleports. Blitzes the orb before Minato can touch it. So he grabs it before Minato can grab it. Just motion lines on his hand. And then he teleports. So he blitzes
As
Minato.
as Sasuke is manifesting a Susanoo there, something we
Yeah.
don't see like anybody else scale to.
Yeah, Sasuke hasn't even manifested a Susanoo. Sasuke notices it. That looks sort of like he's manifesting.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's completely manifested. It's too off panel.
Yeah.
Regardless. He grabs it, slams it in his back. Don't worry, only teleported a doppelganger.
And it's faster than Minato.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
man.
So this one literally teleported. This is a doppelganger, bro. This one literally teleported. Unless you think
wild.
Tobirama like touched him, like touched his clone and then teleported it there.
It's wild that this video is just wrong on every level. Like,
yeah, it's so bad, bro.
I can't speak for anybody in the chat, but if I made this kind of slop, I'd be ashamed. Like,
at their peaks, and there's no other variables to it, Minato's faster than Tobirama. Now, while this is a dominantly travel-based speed technique, they can still utilize, and commonly do utilize, combat and abilities inside of this, subspace. Like how Minato can form Rasengans and kunai slashes from inside the subspace. He can even rotate his body. So, yes, their combat speeds would also
perform slashes, huh? I wonder who made a technique about slashing from Flying Thunder God.
Flying Thunder God slash. You know, the inventor? Tobirama.
Who did that?
Tobirama.
Utilize combat and abilities inside of this, subspace.
He can use abilities inside of the subspace.
Minato's faster than Tobirama. Now, while this is a dominantly travel-based speed technique, they can still utilize, and commonly do utilize, combat and abilities inside of this, subspace. Like how Minato can form Rasengans and kunai slashes from inside the subspace.
Nope, he never does it inside the subspace a single time. He never attacks mid-teleportation one single time. He's always attacking after the teleportation's already happened, after his body is already rematerialized at the seal's location. Like, his body's completely materialized right here. He's not attacking when he's invisible and dematerialized inside of said subspace. If it is a subspace even, which it's not. And even if it is a subspace, like, he would be gone, he'd be invisible, and he's not attacking from inside. No.
He's doing this. He's doing the same bullshit of making something up and then insisting everything else must be because of it. It's just a disgusting argument.
Yep, it's terrible.
He can even rotate his body. So yes, their combat speeds would also scale to this directly. So Minato is just faster than Tobirama, whilst Hokage. If you were to analyze the work, you'd also know that yes, Tobirama does lead a squad against Yubito consisting of EMS Sasuke, KCM 1.5 Naruto, and a dazed KCM Minato. He is still superior to all three of them, but the problem is Sasuke, who is slightly faster than, but albeit relative to Naruto, can react to Tobirama's techniques and perform similar feats, such as whenever he puts up his Susanoo and reacting to Tobirama's body flicker, or when he puts up a Susanoo and reacting to unstable Jubito, which Tobirama can also do. And while the scaling above this KCM 1.5 Naruto is really impressive, Minato is actually capable of blitzing around the full Ninetales, which is just a chakra bean that would be faster than the leftover half sealed into Naruto.
He's capable of blitzing around the full Ninetales, bro. All he does is dodge a extremely telegraphed attack from the Ninetales in a very linear motion, not even by moving out the way, by just thinking to teleport out the way. All that means is that he has to think before the Ninetales can go from up here, like he's like mountain-sized in this panel. So he's like traveling a mountain-sized distance in some arbitrary time frame down at fucking Minato. And Minato only has to think to get out the way. It's like it's like saying like a fly buzzed around a house cat, therefore the fly scales to the house cat. No, he just fucking flew around him. And it's not like he's blitzing him in any regard. He's just dodging him before he can get out. He just has to think to dodge. That's it. He doesn't blitz. He doesn't physically move on par with him whatsoever. He just dodges with his teleportation. Go ahead.
Have you noticed that, like, when he talks about Minato, he gives him, like, every possible excuse in the book. Like, this is a dazed Minato, this is KCM 1.5 Naruto, and, like, yeah, sure, Sasuke's a little bit faster, but Minato's obviously faster than both of them. Like,
yeah, exactly.
Like, get his meat out of your mouth, dude. Like,
oh, yeah, it's terrible,
He doesn't love you back. Like,
fuck no. Oh, boys, you know, let's look at his channel. You know, he's like, oh, this topic's overdone. This topic's overdone. Who does... I've only have one video on my channel about Tobirama and Minato. Let's look how overdone this topic is. Why Minato... what if Minato and Tobirama swap fights? Look how many Minato videos there are, by the way. He's the biggest Minato fan ever. Hold on, there's more.
We have a super chat. Dane Abriel.
Ranking each fighter in their war, including Minato and Tobirama. Minato is the strongest. Each Hokage versus Obito in the Massacre. Basically, just rewatching the video. Tobirama versus each Hokage deathmatch. Another Tobirama versus Minato video.
Check Cartel with Cartel Slicky Ricky.
Check Cartel. I explained the Gamakichi smoke better. Alright, let's have a look.
Cartel.
Yeah, it's just a random server I'm in with Sage.
Oh, I mean, sure, right? Why not? I think that's funny. Oh, yeah,
Smoke
Dane
is
Gabriel,
there.
Thank you for the $2. Yeah, I want proof too that he made a flying or a Rasengan mid FTG. And thank you for the $2, Lucky Ricky. It's appreciated.
Yeah, but his arm is also just moving on panel, bro. So you don't even have to argue the smoke thing. Not only is his cigarette not there, right? Like his cigarette's not there on panel, but he's literally moved his arm upwards as well before Minato teleported. So Gamakichi is low-key blitzing Minato's teleportation there, unless you think he just got stun-locked. For no reason. Minato versus Hashirama, another topic. Very similar to the Minato versus Tobirama topic. They got more than this. Another Minato topic. Minato versus each Hokage deathmatch. Another Tobirama versus Minato topic. So he's very prepped on this. Minato versus Tobirama. Was I wrong? This is like a second video about it. How strong is Minato? What if Minato? What if Naruto and Minato swap fights? Continue.
Yeah, I can't speak for you or this guy, but when I make a video about something, usually people will end up disagreeing with me. I want to run the hands. Like I just made this video on it. I think it's good. You disagree, let's talk about it.
Exactly. That's how it should work. And it's not like you're not a member of our community. You do debate. I know you debate. I've heard that you debate. So I know you're a debater, bro. Even. What if Minato and Itachi swap places? Another Minato video. Minato versus Kinkaku and Genkaku. Tobirama's adversaries that killed him. Tobirama versus the Nine Tails attack. Another topic relating to Tobirama and Minato. Ranking the Hokage. Another topic related. Minato versus Tobirama, the real winner. The third video he ever made. You see what I'm saying? If anybody's beat the topic to death, the ultimate Hokage ranking. I watched that one the other day.
The Hokage are the most established characters in the Shinobi.
Oh god, man. These videos are so bad.
Around the full Nine Tails, which is just a chakra bean that would be faster than the leftover half sealed into Naruto, and hence his case.
This doesn't even prove he's faster. He's not moving a relative distance to the Nine Tails whatsoever. He only has to think to teleport. Speed is distance divided by time. How much distance did he actually move or have to move?
Wait, Noodles, you forgot. He argues that they have to move for flying Raijin.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
So he moved from however that much this distance from this rock is to up here, bro.
Yeah.
Bean that would be faster than the leftover half sealed into Naruto, and hence his KCM 2 avatar as well.
The Nine Tails get stronger, so that's not even inherently true. What shows that the full Nine Tails is stronger than the one that KCM Naruto was fighting with?
I don't think chakra amount equals speed anyways.
No, it doesn't.
When battling Kurama, can use Body Flicker and Flying Raijin to completely.
Hashirama would objectively have more speed than Minato if that were the case.
Blitz his combat speed and save Kushina. He does a similar thing again when jumping across the entire village, or even when in terms of sheer combat speed, he can weave signs and crack space and time to send away Kurama's Biju Bomb, which is equal to the sheer combat speed. He can weave signs and crack space and time.
Through sheer combat speed, this is called a fucking hack, dumb fuck. This is called sealing jutsu. It's not their sheer speed.
If you look at the page on the left, Minato's standing there. He sees the Biju Bomb. He weaves signs.
Cast a sealing jutsu.
Yeah, he opened like.
It's not the raw speed that he's teleporting this. It's literally through a fucking seal.
It is neat that he can do that in time, right? But it's not impressive in this context.
This also shows that, like, especially if you watch the anime scene, that, like, teleporting away a big Biju Bomb takes a little bit of time because it has to go through this, like, barrier, right? Like the space-time ninjutsu barrier. So it goes through this at a certain speed. So there's another argument for why, like, just because his, like, regular teleportation speed doesn't have to be physical movement. It could just be this Biju Bomb speed, like the Biju Bomb traveling through it.
Away Kurama's Biju Bomb, which is equal to the Susanoo arrow and how they are a blitz level beyond the user, showing how Minato is vastly beyond a KCM 2 level threat, and Tobirama is just beyond a KCM 1.
You said blitz level above the user. What does that mean? Like, this guy's a glue eater. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, chat.
Yeah, it's really bad.
So much bullshit.
Variation. Now, there's still much to be discussed here. I know, pretty complicated discussion, but I want to highlight the rest of that in the other matches themselves. So now we have at least a baseline for who's faster. Now, let's go ahead and begin with Tobirama versus A and B. Now, beginning with both A and B versus Tobirama, there will be bystanding joning to support both sides, but we will assume that Tobirama will opt to act alone. Tobirama is a shinobi so strong that even when revived, his water style can stop even the strongest fire style in the world.
Oh, okay, no one gives a fuck.
Which shouldn't shock you, as duties such as Wear and A has been stated to be next in line for the title of Raikage, and has been shown the Raikage duties such as where and how to access the ceiling gourd for the A-Tails. The second data book actually remarks that Tobirama used to take pride in his speed and water style, which actually struck fear into shinobi of Konoha, which shouldn't shock you, as this Tobirama is stated to have boasted the fastest speed of any shinobi by Madara, which has a couple interpretations, but the most concrete would be him scaling above everyone during the era following Hashirama, as implied by Danzo, and above or relative to both Madara and
the era following Hashirama. He doesn't want to give him that era, because even though what's the era following Hashirama, chat? What's that era? Didn't Hashirama and Tobirama literally live for most of their lives at the same time?
Yeah,
you know what's funny?
Generation.
The only way Madara would know that he boasted this speed is if he was around.
I forgot if it's in the manga, but there's literally that scan where like Madara pulls up on the stone village and like spooks the fuck
Yeah, he's
out
like,
of Inoki.
I remember when you used to boast the fastest speed of any shinobi, bro. I remember when you did that. Like, like Madara's saying it, bro.
Everyone during the era following Hashirama, as implied by Danzo, and above or relative to both Madara and Hashirama in combat speed without their higher abilities and forms like the Wood Style and Susanoo. And while yes, Tobirama can combo attack easily with base Hashirama, he does still get outsped by Hashirama's branches and Madara's forearm Susanoo, but
he gets outsped by who? Hashirama's branches? When? You mean when he's out of chakra? And then also, this is not just regular Madara, bro. See that arm? That's Hashirama cells. See that chest? That's Hashirama cells. This is a revived Hashirama celled Hashirama Sage Mode Rinnegan Madara. That's the Madara we're dealing with. This isn't just regular Alive Prime Madara anymore. This is a Giga Amped Madara. And he still reacted to him, by the way, which is a better feat than Minato has ever shown in his whole fucking life.
Regardless, this does still speak wonders for Tobirama and what he could accomplish against A and B. If you're being generous to A, you could place him relative to like KCM1 Naruto, as the fourth databook does state that he boasts a godlike speed, not inferior to the Yellow Flash, which is a Jonin Minato, as he could also overtake.
No, it doesn't have to be Jonin Minato. Yellow Flash can just refer to the fourth Hokage. It literally is stated in the databook, in fact. Here, let's find the fourth Hokage. Here, let's just look up Minato databook. It's the third databook, I'm pretty sure. Not this one. It's this one.
Bro, the way he tries to like downplay that Madara, like that Madara wouldn't beat the brakes off of Minato. Like,
yeah, it's just crazy. Yeah, he got blitzed by like the fastest Madara we've ever seen before.
Bro, that's the same. Like that's a weaker Madara than the one who's gonna run the hands with all the Biju. Like,
yeah. Hold on. All right, here we go.
I just saw something stupid, Noodles. Oh, it says the Yellow Flash right there.
Where does it say?
Scroll up to the top.
Cutting through darkness in the ninja world, the Yellow Flash.
Look who shows on the right.
None of these panels even like refer to like a Jonin Minato, like these ones surrounding this title. They're all just there. Also, Jonin Minato is just not even different.
Video is wrong.
There's even another one too. There's another one that's even more explicit than this.
I'm sure there is, but every level of this video is wrong. Every time he brings something up, it's wrong.
Yeah, I haven't noticed one right point
like
yet.
even Naruto in his QB chakra mode. Now, the reason for this diction and what it actually does imply, it seems to be referencing the growth that A has achieved since his time as a Jonin, taking on the role of Raikage, as the 4 data book states that he trains every day in his free time, which is shown in his introduction, similarly to B. So both fighters would be below KCM1 Naruto to an unknown degree, but Tobirama, on the other hand, should scale above a KCM 1.5 Naruto. Now, while we did say that Tobirama can scale to Madara and Hashirama to KCM 2 level threats, KCM 1.5 can still react to Edo Madara's fire style alongside Obito's bomb blast dance from substantial distances, so Tobirama should be much faster than either A and
Pause.
B.
You have to show why those flames are equal in speed to what you talked about earlier, and I don't think they would be.
There's no evidence that these are even fast.
Actually, I'm pretty sure that's Majestic Destroyer Flame, which, as we saw in Madara's introduction, isn't that fast.
No, it's not. It's not. It's just not even.
It's just huge.
It's just a random big
Blast
fireball,
dance
bro.
from substantial distances, so Tobirama should be much faster. Madara's fire style alongside Obito's bomb blast Rama to KCM 2 level threats. KCM 1.5 can still react to Edo Madara's fire style alongside Obito's bomb blast.
You see how far away Naruto is from this too?
Like, yeah, he's like moving less distant. Like every topic he brings up, he's wrong about.
Yeah,
like,
Naruto didn't like have like any significant distance. Like didn't have any like an insignificant distance to dodge before. It's not like he's getting hit by this point blank when he's like in front of him. He's not right here. You know what I mean? He's not standing right in front of him. He's standing like a whole fucking mile away, bro. Look how big the ghetto statue is, bro. Look how much distance this is.
Just eyeballing it, even if he ran from like one end of one fireball in front of the other to the other side, he still might not have moved more distance fire. Eyeballing it.
In the same time frame, for sure.
Yeah, it's just every time you bring something up,
it's terrible. Yeah, this doesn't prove relativity and speed whatsoever.
From substantial distances, so Tobirama should be much faster than either A and B. However, to their advantage, Tobirama doesn't blitz the opponent off start like Minato does, although that doesn't mean he isn't quick to react, as in the Jubito battle he is shown immediately getting ran through by where it's then revealed that numerous bombs have been placed on Jubito, which he could have done in only one of two ways. The first would be that Tobirama had pre-marked the paper substance that he actually had in his body, or that the body was formulated with, and then Jubito simply ran into those bombs, which could
Jubito simply ran into the bombs. What about the truth-seeking orbs that just destroyed that half? You think there's bombs in there still after Jubito just like cut off his arm with the truth-seeking orb? You think those those paper bombs are just gonna naturally attach to him and blow up?
Yeah, they just slap on the right way.
Yeah, they just slap on the right way. It's paper, bro. Even the tandem paper bomb, which is held inside of his body, even that jutsu, which is a different jutsu than regular paper bombs.
Yeah, so like,
regular paper bombs aren't even a jutsu. The tandem paper bomb is. So, like, let's just say that, like, you know, he's using the tandem paper bomb or whatever, which was made with the Edo Tensei. You know, it wasn't made with the Edo Tensei? Regular paper bomb jutsu. So let's say he does just have regular paper bombs inside of him for whatever reason. He could have just got destroyed. So there's no evidence that they actually were. There's no evidence that they were to begin with, but they could have got destroyed as well. And they don't perfectly just slap on to him provably. Even the tandem paper bomb has to be thrown. It's not like it just lands on you. He had to throw the tandem paper bomb. So there's nothing at all that ever suggests that he has regular paper bombs inside of him, that they just naturally attach to Jubito, or that he doesn't have to throw them. He does have to throw them. In every instance we ever see him use paper bombs, or anyone use paper bombs, they still throw them. So yeah, you can't just assume that he's naturally attaching to them. No, there is just a reasonable argument, in fact, a more probable argument, that Tobirama is just putting the paper bombs on him.
Indicated as the kanji on the
and
bomb.
If you argue from possibility that it's just possible that he could, then I can just say it's possible that every Minato feat ever is just against someone that's holding back. Like, we can just say Obito is just possibly holding back, because that is just a possibility. If it's just a baseless possibility with no evidence backing it, the possibility that Obito held back against Minato and that Minato's actually slower than him is reasonable. You know, that's a possibility. You know, even though there's no evidence of that in the story, an appeal to possibility doesn't work when scaling fiction.
Has this box piece, and there is a tiny piece of paper with an unfinished piece of kanji right here. The
If
other
Minato
option
and
would
Kushina
be the
got
one
into
that
an
I favor
argument, she
more,
might
and that would
accidentally
just be that he
one-shot him.
raised
She
an
would.
arm and fired
She
them out like he
would
does with the
one-shot him.
tandem.
Absolutely.
Despite the tags being different, because his center of mass doesn't change, as he and Hashirama both bounce in the same manner, meaning he couldn't have placed the lower bombs by hand. Either way, Tobirama.
Hold on, let's
The
listen
other
to this.
option would be the one that I'd favor more, and that would just be that he raised an arm and fired them out like.
Look at what he's pointing at, like this little fucking corner of a page, and he's saying it's a paper bomb. I didn't know paper bombs were the size of Minato's eyeball, bro. You guys believe that this is a paper bomb, chat? Where's the fucking seal on it? Where's the proof this is a paper bomb?
No, that's like his claim is that like it's an unfinished one. That's what he just says in like a text.
It's an unfinished
The
one.
bombs has this box piece, and there is a tiny piece of paper with an unfinished piece of kanji right here. The
Unfinished piece of kanji. Hey, dumbass,
no
you know what
ink on it.
cross-hatching is? It's called shading. He's cross-hatching the piece of paper. See how he's like darkening this side of the paper? See how there's like some shading there? And then he makes it even darker at the corner? That's what you do in drawings to show shading. That's called cross-hatching. That's not a fucking kanji, dumb fuck.
other option would be the one that I'd favor more, and that would just be that he raised an arm and fired them out like he does with the tandem. Despite the tags being different, because his center of mass doesn't change, as he and Hashirama both bounce in the same manner, meaning he couldn't have placed the lower bombs by hand. Either way,
What shows that he couldn't have placed them by hand? He could have just put them at the bottom before his arm got took off, dumbass. He acts like this is shown on panel too. The actual like blitz isn't even shown on fucking panel, like how Tobirama moved. How's he gonna tell me how Tobirama moved when it's not even shown on panel how he did it? Let's look. Let's go to the very end of this chapter. So Jubito, they're like looking at him, right? He's standing right here, right in front of them. And then Jubito blitzes, and we don't see him move. How's he going to say it's impossible for him to place the lower ones when we never saw it? It was off panel, his movement. We never got to see it. We never got to see when he actually hit Tobirama. We did not see the impact. So we don't know where Tobirama moved before impact. So you can't just say that he did.
I'm gonna go piss real fast. This video is stupid.
The random Flying Thunder God seal on the automated paper bomb that was randomly in his body. Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna keep listening.
Tobirama reacted to Jubito with at least an arm, but couldn't fully evade. Something old Hiruzen also does while revived, but you get the point. As A does full speed blast as an opening move, and since he was, pressed to do this against Minato because he recognized that Minato was the kid who folded their Nine Tails, capture mission a couple years back. When faced with the second Hokage, he's probably gonna run like hell at him too. Except Tobirama, after evading A, probably wouldn't resort immediately to the FDG, but would rather resort to his water style, which is said to
got cooked. And he's literally the strongest character in the series, and he still tagged him. Still a faster speed feat than anything Minato ever did. Not saying that he did, like, fucking got a W there, but he did actually hit Jubito. So who else did that? Did anyone else do that well? No, nobody else did that well. Tobirama was the most important fighter in that entire fight.
Created tsunamis during his era, or perhaps his water lance that can cut anything up to the 5 Kage summit according to the 1 Decade 100 Ninja Guide. This water lance would likely cut right through the cloak, as it neither would have an elemental advantage, and it's kind of a similar...
See, this is even coat. Massive slash of water, dawn, and vortex. Nothing can withstand the blade of the enormous water vortex. Even this is just like, I don't even like this statement, bro. I need to see the context of, like, what time frame this is even governing. He said all the way up to what?
It would likely cut water lance that can cut anything up to the 5 Kage summit according
up to the 5 Kage summit. So arbitrary.
Decade 100 Ninja Guide. This water lance would likely cut right through the cloak, as it neither would have an elemental advantage, and it's kind of a similar case to Sasuke, as he managed to do it as well without an elemental advantage. Now, these barrages could be stopped with Tobirama's aforementioned water wall, and he could even attempt to place A under a genjutsu if you subscribe to him having the Bringer of Darkness jutsu.
Where's the feat you were talking about? Oh, here, bro. I'll show it to you. You want the feat? It's in the next chapter, bud. So when he did this, you know who said, look what he says. He says, what the? So swift. Sorrow, Fort, Scram, Roger. Lord Second's already launched his attack plan. So by the time Jubito's already here, Tobirama has already launched his attack, so he's already attacked Jubito. The only way for him to attack Jubito is before the impact, because his arm got blown off. So he literally hit him with 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 5 seals on the back of his arm there. 4 seals, paper bomb seals. Then, after that, he also put a seal. Hold on. Tobirama. Oh, man, I got that caps. Tobirama FTG seal. I marked him the last time we were in contact. Let me see if I can find this like exact scan. He said, this is what he says in the panel. He said, I marked him the last time we were in contact. The last time that they were in contact was in this specific scene. This specific scene right here when he gets hit. This is the last time he marked him in contact. Throws the tandem paper bomb at him, blows him up. Nobody else did that feat. Nobody else was impressive in even the slightest. Where's the panel of a hit? I just told you. He already launched the attack plan. Look, he got hit 5 times. He got hit with a paper bomb down at the knee. He got hit with a paper bomb at his side. He got hit with a paper bomb on the arm. He got stuck with the paper bomb on his other arm. And he got a flying Raijin Thunder God seal. A flying Thunder God seal right under his fucking armpit. Crazy, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He got hit 4 or 5 times. 5 times. Easy money, bro. 5 times he got touched. He got touched 5 times before he could hit Tobirama once.
Him use it, and he's the one who has the nature release for it in the 4th data book. And with such a jutsu either being used to restrain Uchiha like Setsuna or Madara, it could likely dismantle A while he focuses on killer B. Now, Tobirama should also just be able to chop up A with a regular kunai like Minato did, as he was confident in doing it too.
Like Minato did. Minato never chopped him up with a kunai. That's just wrong in Cope.
And I got Madara, but I digress.
Literally never shown that he ever could cut A. In fact, the fact that they had multiple fights after their first encounter suggests he didn't cut A. Or that he never cut A afterwards. Because if A would have been dead if he stabbed him in the throat. But he never did that.
Tobirama does have more ways to win this matchup than either A and B does, but except he's also much faster than both of them, so Tobirama wins 9 out of 10 times. Now, next up we have Izuna versus Minato, and Izuna, according to the 4th data book, was gifted in swordsmanship and classed with Tobirama Senju on multiple battlefields, showing skill equal to that of the 2nd Hokage, who would later become his rival. Izuna is said to possess power second only to Madara, the leader of his clan, similarly to how Tobirama was second only to Hashirama, the leader of the Senju clan. And while Tobirama did kill Izuna rather early on into their life, you could actually make the case that Tobirama was so close to Izuna but only really managed to overcome him through the flying Raijin, which he might not have even intended to use to kill Izuna, as his
he might not have even intended to use.
What? So much cope, dude.
Flying Raijin slice. He's actually saying that, and he's like, no, he didn't intend to use it.
Yeah. What actually, can you pull up the data book for it? I'm willing to bet that it says something that Tobirama made it or something like that for that encounter or some bullshit. Man. It's every time he's just wrong about everything. Dude.
Yeah, he hasn't hit one single thing yet.
There's this Arin Ra quote where he's like, "You're not right, you're not even wrong." That's how off base.
B ranked Senju Tobirama, an attack to the unguarded enemy from the air emerges a blade to the rear. One of the utilized variations of a Flying Thunder God technique, using space-time teleportation to surround the opponent's blind spot, and then faster than the eye can see, do a single thrust to the vitals. So he's specifically attacking his vitals, his organs. So he's aiming for the organs. The 2nd Hokage uses jutsu to defeat Madara's younger brother Izuna, even on a formidable opponent who hardly shows openings. It has a great effect in a single blow. He also uses the same attack against with the strongest Madara we've ever seen effectively. He almost takes his back. Madara dodged it, but he was still the most Madara ever.
Yeah, he almost took his back and got the rear naked.
He didn't. He literally did take his back. Madara just still moved out the way last second. So it's
No, what I was gonna say is because it says blind spot, it makes me think this was specifically developed to avoid the Sharingan, right?
Yeah. Then evasion to the instantaneous surprise attack is completely impossible.
Yeah, it sounds like the Sharingan kind of was hard diff in Tobirama, so
he's just you can't react. He basically is all right, if he's precogging me with the Sharingan, I'm just gonna perception blitz him, and then he fucking literally killed him and instantly, bro, instantly killed him. He absolutely loves LARPing about exactly what Tobirama would do with think with no basis. He wouldn't do this in this encounter, but he doesn't explain why exactly. He is just like actually just inserting himself into Tobirama's mind.
I don't remember if you were here when I said it, Beef, but I was like, when I make a video, I'm always sitting there trying to prove like bread is fluffy or proving Naruto needs to like actually knows the Rasengan and shit. Like I'm worried about that type of stuff. This dude doesn't even think about it. He just says it's headcanon. Like he doesn't care.
He's got his headcanon ready to go, bro. He's blowing up the fucking wall with the headcanon.
Which he might not have even intended to use to kill Izuna, as his blade is actually turned the wrong way, which is why the anime highlights more so than the manga a sense of shock when Izuna actually dies. And the anime also does have his fire style being relative to Tobirama's water style water dragon after stunning him with genjutsu and sending him flying with taijutsu strikes. Tobirama's water dragon is also capable of being relative to the likes of Hiruzen's mud style when revived, and the anime profile guides make note about a certain level of mastery and understanding that Hiruzen has over the mud itself.
Anime profile guides, and then we're using a feat from like teenager Tobirama with like the weakened Edo. Those aren't the same character at all. Like what?
I don't know, man.
Dislike the video. Dislike it. Go dislike it right now.
It's a dislike. It's a terrible video. Trash.
Flop.
Trash.
And its properties. So yeah, Izuna definitely does have some high ends, just being potentially beyond Tobirama, and even close to the old man Hiruzen who Tobirama fought when revived, and if you're being generous, but he was merely caught off guard. However, in the face of Minato, this generous interpretation falls on a couple fronts. Minato is stated in the 4th Guidebook to have brought countless weaker platoons to victory in the 3rd Great Ninja War, hence to why the Konoha Shinobi wouldn't rather have anyone else in their corner, as when
the Hidden Leaf is a source of terror for his allies. There's no one they would rather have in their corner. Of course they're gonna say that about their fucking future Hokage, bro. We're like, fuck yeah, we get the 4th Hokage in our corner, bro.
Who like?
It's so funny that they'll appeal to randoms when it suits their agenda, but anytime like someone else has like a statement that puts them over Minato, like the Hiruzen statements of being stronger than Minato, they won't use those.
Well, let's lay this out in like a formal argument, right? Premise 1, in the war, the Hidden Leaf with their weaker platoons preferred Minato in their corner. Conclusion: he's stronger than Tobirama. like what? Like literally what?
Yeah, how do you get there? What premises do you even fit there to get to that conclusion in a sound and valid way? You know?
Yeah, like it's just no.
It's terrible, bro.
We cut to the exemplary flashback in Kakashi Gaiden. We see that Minato arrives to the battlefield of over 50 stone shinobi to just a few Konoha shinobi, and Minato
yes, he bodied 50 randoms.
Tells them just to play his kunai out.
Who else spooked the whole stone? Madara.
Yeah, bro, these like randoms that y'all keep appealing to never saw Tobirama, bro. I hate to tell you that. Like those randoms, like they never saw Tobirama.
Yeah, they're literally randoms. Like,
yeah. It's not like the Hiruzen statement where they said praised by everybody. No, there is one that says that for Minato, but it's not clarified to all time. Go ahead.
You see that dude who's impaled in the top panel on the left?
Yeah.
Well, you know, in the secret like toilet paper guidebook, it says that he said he would have preferred Tobirama to be there. Yeah.
Yep. Exactly.
Yep. That's a separate arguments we're dealing with here.
And proceeds to dismantle them in a blink of an eye. So
damn, there's a lot of. Did he kill like a bunch of like leaf joning too, bro? They all dead.
No wonder Iwagakure placed a fleet on side order for Minato, which other nations might have done as well. It also would be this dominance that Minato would be chosen for Hokage, despite Hiruzen being stated to be loved by everyone in Konoha, and still being strong enough that he'd be confident in taking on the full Nine Tails and stand above every Kage in the world at that.
Big dog. The problem with this is Hiruzen is old and he wants to retire. So it doesn't really matter. He wanted Minato to be the Hokage, especially after the whole Uchiha massacre thing. He wanted a new age to be brought in.
Nate's arguing in my DM saying that Minato needed Flying Raijin to kill people in the war. Meanwhile, Sasuke kind of just big dicked everybody.
Yeah.
I mean, that's facts.
Ooh, we got a dono. Man, I actually named the stream wrong. I know I said it right. Dane April with another 10. Let's fucking go, baby. My favorite thing about Minato is none of his stuff is his. Flying Thunder God and Shadow Clone. Tobirama summoning. Jiraiya Rasengan, him trying to copy the BG bomb. He ain't even unique. Yeah, it's true. You don't have nothing unique, bro.
Yeah. That's kind of like a problem you can like apply to like most of Naruto though. There's like very few people who get their own unique thing.
Yeah, he's over here like, well, Minato lost or Tobirama lost the 20 S rank ninja and Kinkaku and Genkaku. Minato beat 50 random, so.
Yeah.
Time, as he still does over a decade later, when Orochimaru's power is a looming threat since he would be training for 10 years, and Hiruzen believes that he couldn't beat Orochimaru, but if Minato were still around, he could, showing how no matter what, regardless of his outspeeding Hiruzen to the battlefield or him being said to have unrivaled strength according to chapter 238, him just being maybe even praised.
What's Minato gonna do against the Snake Hydra?
Nothing.
Yeah.
It's the strongest Orochimaru we've ever seen.
As the greatest in godlike speed, he's still much stronger than Hiruzen. So even at Izuna's highest,
he's not stronger than Hiruzen though. Maybe he's stronger than like
old man
near death Hiruzen, but like which Hiruzen are you even referring to that's relevant to Tobirama?
Bro, I just thought of something noodles.
What's that?
Hiruzen's like Stipe.
You know, this what if Minato and Tobirama swap fights video really hasn't talked a lot about like what needs to be talked about, like Minato versus Izuna. It's just kind of like talking about Tobirama versus Minato again. The exact topic I wanted to debate, by the way, that I put forward 4 fucking times.
He hasn't talked about like how would Minato deal with Genjutsu, like the nuances of like, you know, how the fight could go down or whatever.
I'm done with the video, bro.
Thank you.
There's nothing in that video that's gonna impress me. It doesn't deserve to even be finished. Look at the ego.
Or forgetting the fact that Hiruzen could have beaten Orochimaru had he not been holding back. I know there's a scan that says if he was 10 years younger, he could have beat him. But
this was a situation started by his own ego on Twitter. Was he talking about my like? Hold on.
Right there. What are you doing? You had it the first time.
Did I?
Yeah, right there. Yeah. Oh.
I love my Twitter.
Not do-rag, man.
Is he talking about this tweet?
Oh man, you made a hot take tweet. Oh no.
Oh, let's see what. Hey guys, I'm Minato. I'm a perfect dad, even though I've never raised a child, and I'm a perfect husband who can't protect my wife and mother of my child. I'm a perfect ninja and Hokage that dies every time I fight the Nine Tails, and I'm only the I'm the only Hokage that ended up a paraplegic.
Yeah.
Is this what he's talking about? Like I started on Twitter with this?
I hate to say it, but he might just be an actual fanboy. Like
he's a goofball, bro. Look, this is all ego. Yeah. What did I start? Like I get it. Like I reacted to your video, but then you reacted back. So we both did that. So now it's time for the debate, right? Like we're both in the debate sphere.
Yeah, I mean that seems like a very good way to
Number one proponent of the Minato agenda, literally admitting he has an agenda. By the way, you guys know what agenda is?
The subspace.
An agenda.
Why would you brag about that? That argument's terrible.
He has like an actual plan to like wank Minato, bro.
Wait, go back to his bio or whatever. He's bragging about the subspace.
The subspace? The BG bomb feat? Y'all don't know. The BG bomb feat's not good, bro. It's a terrible argument. It's one of the worst arguments I've ever heard.
You should be ashamed of yourself.
Yeah. Dog
like
shit,
I think you should apologize to your parents for wasting their time.
This post will be deleted after a period of time. It's alright, bro. I already got it, so.
I already screenshotted it, yeah.
This is all ego in me saying that he's too good to debate me, even though they agreed. Like him and Sage agreed to debate me. He knows that I'm good at debating. He knows I'll fuck some people up. I actually had to save Sage in a couple debates against that repellent fellow. I don't know, man. Cornballs.
Video.
Chat, if you got anything you want to ask me, now's the time. I gotta change the stream name. I didn't mean to name it this again. It's the same stream name as last time.
Huh?
Got any questions asked me? Drop them now.
He got summoning from Jiraiya. No, but like summoning isn't like a unique thing. It's something like everybody can do.
That's what he's saying. Minato's not unique.
Yeah, no, I get it, but like saying he got it from Jiraiya is like
It doesn't matter where he got it from. It's just not
Yeah.
unique. Like, he's just not unique for that. He didn't create it either. So
yeah. He
he also
doesn't
got
have like the
Sage
reason
from
to
Sage
do
mode
it.
from Jiraiya. Yep, or from Ma
Yeah.
and Pa probably.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he has nothing unique. Drunk League greater than Kimimaro, greater than Edo Kimimaro, equal to KCM Naruto clone, equal to Minato. Not bad, bro. For the most part, it seems that always the case that in Naruto, one of the three of the team take on their Jonin skills a bit. Oh, man. Can you check out Sage Minato's immune to Genjutsu short?
What?
Yeah, let's see that.
Where? This is an argument for my friend Merry Christmas. Slug Sage.
Did Minato actually get stronger after becoming Hokage? Well, yes. There are two main pieces for this outside the blatant feat difference, being that the second data book implies that Minato exercised the command ability he fostered in battle in real time, meaning that it would be put into work. However, my main argument is that
that ability. He didn't become the Hokage like as soon as the war ended, bro. That was still Jonin Minato. So when they say Jonin Minato, they're talking about the one at the end of the war, just the same as the one that became the Hokage.
know that V2A
Oh,
is stated in the
it's
fourth
Sage's
data book
thick
not to
calves,
be
not
inferior
this
to the
dude.
Yellow Flash and boasts the
Sage's
godlike
thick
speed.
calves.
Minato's fourth data book page
I
states
bet
that he was
he's
praised
wanking
among
too.
all ninja as the greatest in godlike speed, which this of course means that Hokage Minato has godlike speed and is
do
above
Sage's name
V2A.
a lot, man. It's a good name.
Yeah, no, that's a really good name. Yeah, short. Immune to Genji.
Minato
alright.
might be immune to Genjutsu. Let me explain. Due to the fact that Genjutsu has a range as established by Ao in the War Arc, stating that even Itachi couldn't control people this precisely at this range,
What the fuck does Ao know?
there is a certain distance that you can get away from a Genjutsu caster, at which point you will break the Genjutsu. So if Minato is caught in a Genjutsu, even one as powerful as Tsukiyomi, he has a means to escape, as long as he can get far enough away to be out
What
of
shows
their...
he's gonna be able to know that he's teleporting if he's inside of a Genjutsu? These motherfuckers not even understand what mind hacks is.
There's a few issues here. For one, if you remember, Yaguro was like mind hacks for like a decade.
And he had no
And Obito-
idea. And I guess he's
Obito was
considering that's Kodo, but even still, like, or not.
Obito
No, it
was
wasn't Kodo. It was just some random fucking Obito Genjutsu.
Yeah, and Obito was just fucking around doing whatever. And two, Minato wouldn't know this to do this, even if this was true.
Obito controlled Yagura from another dimension, literally, bro. What's the
Yeah.
range at which it takes to break it, if there is a range?
Yeah. And also, Minato wouldn't know it to do it either. So,
Yeah.
Terrible,
range.
dislike
This is
it.
where the Flying Thunder God technique comes into play. Virtue has a great video explaining how the FTG works by moving into
Oh,
a...
wow. I don't want to debate Minato versus Tobirama against someone that actually knows what the
What?
fuck they're talking about. What a bunch of pussies.
I almost actually threw up when I made the throw up noise.
subspace, so go check that out. But essentially, when using the FTG, the user gets teleported into a sub...
It allows one to move in a subspace. And
Wait. No, this is even worse, because if you argue they make a wormhole, you'd be able to maintain the connection through the wormhole.
Yeah? What do you mean by that?
That means that even if you teleport really far away, and according to them, you have to move through the wormhole. If Itachi is relative, he can just see that you're going to do that and then just choose to kill you right there, like he did his girlfriend.
High-level ninjutsu
like-
that surpass the concepts of space and distance, but it still has a FTG timer, by the way.
No, but what I'm getting at is their own argument kills their argument here.
Yeah.
The subspace argument directly kills the Genjutsu argument.
Well, this is not relevant to the Genjutsu argument. This is a different, like... Oh, no, it's
No.
not.
Go back like a little bit in the video.
Okay,
Watch.
okay, let me listen.
powerful as Tsukiyomi, he has a means to escape as long as he can get far enough away to be out of their range. This is where the Flying Thunder God technique comes into play. Virtue has a great video explaining how the FTG works by moving into a subspace, so go check that out. But essentially, when using the FTG, the user gets teleported.
He has to move into the subspace, and you're saying that he'll kill him before he can move into the subspace.
No, but because Virtue's argument is that it's like a wormhole.
Yeah, he's like running through the wormhole, right? But he won't be able to run because he's going to get mind hacks and his soul exploded.
Yeah, No, but even if he if Minato somehow knows, he's like, all right, I have to teleport away. He has to open the wormhole, and according to Virtue, run through it. Which means Itachi or whoever, if they're relative, would see him running through it and just decide, oh, I should just kill him now then. He's trying to get
Mhm.
away. Like, do these people not even think about their arguments?
No, they don't. Tsukiyomi's a 40 hacks, and the Flying Thunder God timer implies it has finite speed, so it gets negged by the 40 Tsukiyomi.
That's
literally.
not how that works. That's not how that works.
Well, it's just he is right that it would neg the Tsukiyomi would neg though, so it doesn't matter if it's like
he is
40 or not, but it's potent enough. He's just meaning that he's gonna get one shot by it before he can run through the wormhole at finite speed.
Man.
By the way, it's literally stated to transcend space and distance, so
to a subspace and then comes out of the subspace to their target marking. Since there's no hand signs required and it's an instantaneous technique to activate, it's reasonable to believe that Minato A can use the technique even with time dilation genjutsu, and B that
Appreciate all the support you've gave me, Dane Abriel. $2. I'm heading out, bro. Kimi greater than Minato. Facts, bro. Appreciate all the support you've given me today. Appreciate all the donos tonight. In fact, boys,
Yep.
I think I'm done listening to this dumb shit for the night.
Yeah.
Think I'm done listening to this dumb shit. Sage, Virtue, if either one of you grows some balls, let me know. I'm always down to fucking debate. So, nut the fuck up. Debate me on Minato versus Tobirama. Stop being a bitch. Just do it. Just do it. It's a fucking anime debate. It ain't gonna fucking kill you. We'll do it on Six's channel in front of 100,000 sub audience. You can stream at the same time. I can stream at the same time. We can all farm donations and views all together and one big fucking harmony. One big happy fucking family. And all you have to do is do your best. And even if you lose, it's a fucking anime debate. Stop being a bitch. Chat. They might debate you on Itachi versus Minato. No, they're debating me on Tobirama versus Minato or nothing, because I picked the topic. That's how it goes. You don't get to just run away like a pussy the whole time, make 1,000 videos on the topic, and duck it for absolutely no reason. No, you have to debate it now if you're going to debate me.
I said at the beginning of the video, if we're talking shit to each other on COD, we don't just pull up Counter-Strike, we play COD.
Yeah.
You don't just randomly switch topics. Like, why are we proxy debating or whatever? Really stupid. But man, Virtue, Sage, can you guys just think about your arguments before you post them? Because this was actually embarrassing. I don't think I've ever seen this level of self-defeation or defeating before.
Yeah, if he's got to run through the wormhole first, what if he just gets mind hacked and paralyzed right then and there? He just gets Tsukiyomi'd.
Especially because you liken it to a wormhole and you agree that they have to move a distance. That would be a shorter distance. And
the Tsukiyomi will literally paralyze him before he can fucking move. Before he can think even. He's gonna perception blitz him with the Tsukiyomi. I'm serious.
You could have just left the subspace part out and you could have just said, yep, Genjutsu has a control range limit and Minato would teleport out of it, and that would have been a coherent argument. Would have been true. Wouldn't have been true, right? It would have been terrible, but we would have still argued about Yagura, but...
Yep, exactly. Terrible. All right, boys. I'm heading out for the night. I'm going to change this to the stream to what it should have been titled since the beginning. I accidentally fucking changed, or had it set the same as last stream, but... You're misunderstanding how they said that works. No, we're not misunderstanding. No. He literally said he's using this scan through the wall of time and space, but its structure's principles are wrapped in mystery. So he's saying it goes through it's opening a wormhole through time and space. And then he's using this scan. Hold on, let me find it.
Not only does he say it's like a wormhole, he draws a diagram with a wormhole.
Yeah, and then he says high-level ninjutsu that surpass the concepts of space and distance. It allows one to move into a subspace. So he's moving into the wormhole. That's what he's saying. He's saying he's running into the wormhole. It's not how it works, though. It's clearly not how it works. It's more like a dematerialization and then a reappearance.
If we're somehow misunderstanding it and there's some hidden thing that magically makes it not a wormhole but also a wormhole, feel free and point it out. You got 5 minutes.
Yep. Not even, bro. I'm done, bro. 2 hours and 20 minutes. I've matched their time in terms of reaction now, so I'm pretty good. I'm happy with that. All right, boys. I had fun. Nate said DMs. Left out key details like Al's statement. Let's see what Nate's got cooking. Let's read this statement. Someone from the outside must be using some sort of control genjutsu. So Shikaku thinks that he's like Itachi's controlling like him from outside. He said, Uchiha Itachi's the only one I would know of who would be able undetectable by my sensory unit, yet still able to manipulate with genjutsu. So he's saying he's got far range, long genjutsu. That's the only person he knows of, though.
Yeah.
The only one I know of. So he knows that Itachi can control from this long range. But wide-scale controlling of this many individuals in multiple locations simultaneously is impossible for even Itachi. Luckily, he only has to control one person. Hold on, I'm getting a report from the medical ninja. Whatever. Doesn't matter. Yeah. Shit on. This feat right here is better than every single feat Minato had in the Third War.
That feat's crazy if you actually think about it.
It's a good feat. It's
No
infinitely
Susanoo.
better than what we saw Minato do, though.
No Susanoo, no clouds in the sky. You probably didn't use Kirin.
He just knocked them all out, too. He didn't kill any of them. He held back.
Yeah.
And he killed, like, way more people than Minato ever did. This is better than Minato's entire showings of the Third War. I did not mean to delete that message, Jane.
Yeah, I saw you delete it. I was about to be like, why'd you delete it?
I didn't mean to delete that.
Yeah, I didn't know if there was, like, some coded message, so I wasn't trying to, like, ask out loud, you know? But
It's about controlling multiple people. It's not about the range. It's the amount. Yeah, it's also talking about that.
Yeah.
All right, boys. I appreciate y'all. Thank you all for the donations. I love you all. I will talk to y'all later. Have a good night. Goodbye.
Yep,
Say bye,
see you guys
Hashi.
later.
See y'all.
See ya.